Hello, and welcome to the world of Entity Point. I am the narrator of the story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. With that out of the way, it's time to take a delve into our current state of mind, beginning with Archibald Monroe. It has been a week since the ending of the first season.
So, most of what Archie has been doing recently has been working on making several devices, um, and talking with Zax. Sorry, my brain keeps. And talking with Zax, mostly casually while he's working on things. But yeah, he's learned a great many things, many of which are concerning about the general multiverse. Um, but he also did go back to Kane Labs and retrieve the Catalyst's shell, um, and intends to work with that later, but hasn't done a whole lot with it. He's been studying the Shadow Orb in his free time, in other time that he has, and he has told Alfonso about the notebook, the half of the notebook he's found. I think that's more or less it. Can't think of anything else at the moment. Oh yeah, he definitely has not been having mild discussions of morals and ethics with Zax,
With the AI.
with the AI, yeah. And also found out that he cannot, just force Zax to do anything. He is compliant. He is being nice. He is not required to share anything with us, which is interesting. So I've had to treat him like a person to get what I want from him.
Now, how's your current state of mind?
Um, uh, he's distracting him. I'm distracting myself a lot from the bigger problems that I've been informed of. The larger scale of things that is far beyond what he is capable of even considering dealing with. He can comprehend it, and he's choosing not to. Because comprehending it would mean understanding exactly how incapable of dealing with it he is, at the moment. So he is very much ignoring the greater realities and focusing on the here and now and what I can do, while also trying to figure out am I how to do the right thing. How am to not be bad.
Amped to not to be bad. Poetry.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright. Rogue X.
Yeah, Rogue X has this era, this week to her has been a lot harder than all of the previous things. Everything before was intense and life-threatening and dangerous, but that was something she's very familiar with and very comfortable in dealing with. This week this week has been boring, and that is not something that she's been comfortable dealing with. Um, she does her best to try and be useful to the others and to, you know, help. She's trying to understand the world better because despite the fact that she is, you know, good in certain situations, she definitely struggles with just like regular human interactions and like normal life things. So she's trying to get a handle on some of that stuff and further the relationships with these people that she started to become
become.
team with, I guess. So yeah, that's what she's been up to and what she's been thinking.
Alfonso Bernard.
Alfonso probably spends a solid 15% of his awake time trying to figure out how to kill the Reaper. He's attempted to figure out how to update Zax's servers just to get more current and widespread information. And in general, he's just been doing prep work for whatever the hell might happen next, because he really has no idea what's gonna happen next. Yeah. He has asked Zax about creating a new type of energy for him to get a power from, because the way things have happened, he doesn't have anything personally against any of the other forces other than the darkness, but he most certainly would not like to be in a position where he's relying on one of them.
Of course. Is that all?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. And now, you, John, is that what is that what you want me to refer to you as
For now.
for now? John Smith.
They said Jon Snow, and I was like, wait a second.
No.
You know about as much as he does.
Reference. For a majority of my free time has been spent in the archives, just looking for any old Kane Labs files that in any way relate to myself. I've taken probably 1 or 2 trips to Kane Labs itself to see if there's anything in there I missed. But so far I haven't learned much. It's been slow and tedious.
I see. Before we begin, do any of the players have any questions?
Yeah, kind of a strange one.
Well, you'll get a strange answer.
Would there be a place where Rogue would have access to like a kitchen, like an oven and like,
Not in the bunker.
Cooking. I have a smoker up where I was staying at a small grill.
Not in the bunker, at least.
Why doesn't the bunker have a kitchen?
Daniel never needed to cook.
Yeah, that's real.
The real question is, would he?
All the
have
food
to-
he has is stuff that Daniel had in the bunker. Is stuff that doesn't need to be cooked, can be eaten really fast.
It's just a bunch of McDonald's.
So-
No, it's just a bunch of non-perishables that can don't be heated up real fast.
So like the McDonald's.
So he did have the
Those
basic
things
expanded
never
have
go
living
bad.
quarters in it.
That would take
he
2
have-
weeks, is what Zach said.
Okay, so
But,
it's not finished yet.
would
So
if
we
that's
could
finished,
update those
include a
instructions
kitchen?
to
Yes.
include a kitchen in it.
It is a barracks living quarters, so it will
Fantastic.
include a kitchen.
Would there be anyone in the meantime who would have access to a kitchen area who would let Rogue X use it?
I have a home.
I,
It's
I,
a risk.
I technically have an apartment. Yeah, I forgot. I technically have an
I
apartment
don't.
somewhere in it. Oh, right. Yeah, you don't anymore.
Okay. Yes, there's somewhere where the house is a kitchen.
Perfect. She's been trying to learn to cook in her spare
Learn
time
to
because she's going insane.
Nothing's happening. She has to feel useful. Catherine's not investigating the UAG. Can't help her do that. So there's really not much else you can do.
Oh yeah, how is Catherine doing? Is she like recovered or is she still crippled?
Well, she has her arm in a sling. I know that Archibald put it back on, but it's still
Messed up.
messed up. It's never gonna work properly ever again.
Gotcha.
Are there any other questions?
Patrick, what if it did work?
What if it always works properly again?
One of these days you're gonna make that joke and he's gonna take it serious.
Oh yeah, one of these days you're gonna be like, okay, roll. No, roll.
But 3 times. No. Do you have any questions, Mr. Ball? Can you move your microphone?
None that you haven't already answered.
Do you have any questions?
Have I gotten anywhere with trying to kill the Reaper or creating a new energy type?
The only way you're killing the Reaper in your current state is if you use one of your god-killing bullets. But do you want to waste a god-killing bullet?
How many of them did you say I had? You said I had like 30-ish?
Yes. But still, there's the thing of missing is a thing as well.
And also,
It won't just sit there and let you shoot it.
Patrick, what are the chances you would let me shoot it rather than just being like, no, you missed?
No.
Roll
You'll
a
have to roll for it.
D100.
if you were to work with Archie, he could devise a trap that it could at least paralyze it for a while. It could stop it from immobilizing.
Unfortunately, the only way to make it affected by the trap is to let it out of the cage.
Oh yeah, I know.
Make me the trap. I'll fight it my own mind.
And it wins.
Probably, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
We'll get to that.
I assume you need the gun that you have to shoot the bullets you have.
I would assume
Yeah.
so.
I was gonna say I'd be willing to take a backup shot if you missed, but I can't because we don't have the proper weapon. So
Do you have any questions?
I'm assuming I haven't learned anything worth note yet.
No. Fortunately not.
Only that can happen in game.
You
Alright.
can do a thing.
It's a thing I'm considering doing.
You should do
You
it.
can do that in
I'll think
game.
about it.
Anyway,
I'm like 90% sure I know the thing you were thinking about too.
If you do.
I think I do.
he does.
I
So-
hate it.
there won't be a picture today as epilogues don't have them. This is merely a way to close off some loose ends and maybe establish some new ones.
New loose ends?
Yeah.
Hey, hypothetically, could I make like a god-killing version of nuclear bomb?
Shut up.
You mean a nuclear bomb?
No, but it's like a god-killing nuclear bomb, you know? Kind of like
Force
a bullet.
energy addition.
Yeah.
It would still kill everyone else too.
Yeah, but like specifically to.
But it would also kill the god.
No, if you isolated them in a pocket
It
dimension.
was like, I'm killing you, and you, and you, and probably you.
And everyone else.
Not you, I like you.
No, you
You can exempt certain people, but only up to like 20.
Controlled nuclear explosion.
I was about to say.
That would be a pretty
Anyway.
good power. You're just like cease to exist.
I know someone. I know a guy.
Sunday, January 12th, 2020. We'll begin with Archibald inside the laboratory. If anyone else is with you, would anyone else like to be there as well?
Would anyone else be with Archie as he's working on his devices?
I would probably be.
Yes.
Oh shit, I need dice.
Yeah, I realized that too, 'cause I need to roll for inventions.
I've not been to my house since Sunday morning was the last time I was at my house.
D10,
I know
think
you were
already.
there. Something.
Oh.
You have two.
It's like, how'd you know I was at my house?
Need all my
Instead of talking to
No, that wasn't this Sunday. Previous Sunday.
6 and 96.
What's everybody rolling dice? I'm confused.
Oh, I have
To see if
3
they're all there.
inventions.
Yes.
So everyone is in the laboratory.
We're doing nothing but watching Archibald work. Very awkward. Just
I'm probably like, I don't know.
Alright, so I now have 6 tokens.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm not making any progress, so I figured I'd.
how do you have 6 tokens?
I just rolled 3 inventions and I got a 10 plus on all of them.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, within that week, Constance got down with a really bad cold.
He actually had strep.
It's his fault for not sleeping for 5 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does bad things to your immune
it
system.
would not be surprising if that is the reason.
But didn't he not? That
No, he made it to where he woke up. Rested. Rest
His
does
body
not
was
mean
still
nothing.
under the effects of not sleeping for 5 days.
He just felt really good.
Exactly.
So you just made him high.
exactly.
He's just
I gave him a
unconscious in a corner
hell of an
somewhere.
energy drink, essentially.
He's probably on one of the makeshift cots
In a corner somewhere.
in a corner somewhere.
Keep moving.
Just like ragdolled in a corner.
You just hear coughing occasionally in the distance.
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an energy conversion device. There's like a box looking thing next to it, but you can see that he kind of just sort of scrapped it, took some things out, and he made it into a rod, like all of his others. It's become a thing now. He has at least 7.
Does Archibald like his rods?
Archibald has 7 rods.
Very powerful rods.
He doesn't have a family.
Very
They're all
powerful.
already dead.
I don't think he's mine.
Archie's in possession of 7 rods of his own.
All right.
Anyway.
He will them are his own. He stole that half.
So he's currently working on one that is designed to convert energy from one type to another. And yeah, that's mainly.
The screen with Zach has been on the whole time. He's just been looking at everyone in the goon. Do none of you have anything better to do?
We've been over this.
Uh-huh. I don't know, there's just something about everyone staring in the laboratory silently. I don't know, it's a little unnerving. I know I do that all the time, but I'm a computer.
I like
Yeah, and you've
unnerving
talked to me about
silence.
that. You've talked to me about that. Zax, do you have which energy type do you think would work best with this device? I'm theorizing Beyond would probably be the theoretical best. Or perhaps the Garden?
Every time.
Energy conversion?
Yes.
Beyond probably works the best. Well, they're all there.
Yeah.
I know.
But they don't deserve to speak.
Correct.
Alright. Thank you. I appreciate the input. I will. He pulls out a vial of rainbow and uses one of his other devices to transfer energy from that vial to the rod, the energy conversion rod. And
So we've talked a little about the garden or the Beyond, but I've heard the garden mentioned a few times. What exactly is that? A place like the Beyond?
do you want to field that question,
Hey,
Zax? Or
would Alfonso treat this as like a pop quiz question and answer it? Like,
don't know.
I'm not Alfonso. You tell me.
in his general research of potential stuff, would him knowing at the garden is be a thing?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay.
The garden is complicated. It's sort of a place in the middle, in the center of existence, where pure creation comes from. All of existence is built on the garden's back.
Okay. Is it like
So it's a giant
real
turtle?
garden?
Yes. Tended to by the gardener.
Do they grow peaches?
Is there a pruner?
I don't know what the gardener does.
What do you want?
He maintains the garden.
Go for Snickers.
Well, and there's also the Red Lake in the garden.
What's that?
Daniel never truly found out, though he knows that the beings of consequences and regrets reside by it. And that is the extent of the information he knew.
Or at least gave you.
You said that it's at the center of
Shishang.
existence. Is that a place that can be reached, or is access restricted?
Everywhere in existence can be reached. Doesn't mean it can be reached easily.
Is it somewhere Daniel could reach if he had tried? If he desired.
Probably. I don't think he cared to go there, though.
That
It wasn't a
makes
part
sense.
of his plans. Well, I think he did plan on capturing the gardener at one point, but he did not do that.
Well, of course. All cells are empty.
They weren't always.
What?
He never actually got any force, but he got a few beings connected to them, though I think they... I don't remember what happened to them.
Similar to the Reaper we have now.
Yeah, similar.
I'm very concerned to know that they're no longer here. And that you don't
He
know
probably killed them.
that. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
I don't have any sensors down there, so I don't know.
Should you?
I would love it if there were sensors down there.
Did Daniel state a specific reason as why you didn't get sensors down there?
If he didn't want me to have sensors, why would he tell me why?
Fair enough.
I think I might install sensors down there, if that's okay with you.
No.
Because we can't always be here, and it would be
Please.
very helpful to know what happens when we're gone.
How the hell did an AI just give me puppy dog eyes?
Was like, we.
How?
Also, another
Shoot,
thing,
Daniel, why would you
promised,
have
I promised him I would talk to you guys about this. In exchange for full access to the information he has, because he is keeping some things from us, he would like me to make him a body.
Okay.
And I am interested to hear what you guys... I want to know your thoughts.
Why do you want a body?
Wouldn't you?
He's trapped in a computer screen on the wall in this
You see
base.
all the screens in this building? That is the extent of my world. There's no fancy cyberspace here.
You could
is
just
this
give you
screen.
connection to the internet and like let you go crazy.
There is no internet.
Right.
Not anywhere near the extent that it is in here.
He wants to touch grass.
Seems like a reasonable request for me. I mean, we probably should. I mean, might be best to restrict access to certain places, but
I was thinking something along the lines of a drone. Would that be acceptable to you?
A drone.
But weren't you specifically designed to not be able to leave the bunker?
No, that's simply an inherent part of his bunker is isolated from everywhere else as a defense mechanism, correct?
Well, but like
Yes.
when I asked him to add the computer to the Infinity Core helmet, he said he was able to add Williams to that helmet, but not himself.
Because Williams is technically outside the isolated section of the bunker.
Because of how I am designed, I cannot work on just any equipment.
that makes
Hey,
sense.
Patrick. Can I roll discern intent?
Mm.
That probably would be a good idea.
Unfortunately, Zane was the only one to think of that.
Actually, I did think
Or
of it,
choose
but I
to.
No, see, I
trust
thought
him.
of it when he had first asked me, can I roll now? Because we weren't in a session.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
I trust him.
I'm gonna burn one token to make that a 7.
Okay.
Oh, what's my Okay, so that is in fact a 9. I rolled a 10, but I have a -1.
Fortunately, it's very difficult to discern the intentions of an AI who's trapped in a computer.
Yeah.
I was expecting.
I imagine his intention is leave the computer.
That's pretty much what you get, yeah. Leave the computer.
I just wanted to know if he was lying about not being able to integrate with.
Oh, no,
everything.
he cannot.
Okay.
He wants to leave the computer.
What about communication technology? I'm certain that would work. Oh, no, that would be restricted by the bunker.
Yes.
Can we connect him to a telephone?
You'd just be prank calling people. for that.
Siri.
Now,
Probably just completely
if
drop
I
it.
was connected to a telephone, that's not a body, is it?
It depends on how you're defining body. Like, if body's
I would like
just
to be
a
able to
vessel,
walk around and touch things.
Okay.
You wouldn't have nerves.
I didn't say feel it.
What's the point of touching?
He can interact. He can. If you couldn't feel things, would you still touch them?
I would touch the things that need to be touched. and not-
Exactly.
Like, I wouldn't just
Exactly.
go pet a cat because it's no longer fluffy. you
Why
know?
on earth would I pet a cat?
Yeah, I don't know. I was using
Yeah.
that
Why
as an
would
example.
anyone? Yeah, I realized I keep losing the Archie voice.
Such a weird.
Are you gonna try and leave the bunker with this aforementioned body?
I can't particularly do that now, can I?
So you still couldn't leave the bunker.
Probably not. I wouldn't know. I've never had a body. Daniel
like-
never gave me one.
You could probably also, if push comes to shove, remotely shut him off.
I don't know how I feel about putting a remote kill switch in this body.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, I would imagine you wouldn't feel good about you having a remote kill switch in you. That kind of just seems insulting, you know?
It is insulting. The fact that you think a remote kill switch could work on me.
Yeah, exactly. He could probably just disable it. Simply disable
I
it.
wasn't saying kill switch. I don't want to kill the AI. Just turn the
And
body
also,
off.
such a body would take extensive work. I don't want you to destroy my work.
He did say just turn the body off.
Essentially,
Also,
essentially an
why can't-
on-off switch.
Also, why can't you just make your own body? You can control stuff in here, right?
I feel
Uh-huh.
like he's limited in some way. If Daniel didn't want him to leave, then he probably wouldn't have let him make a body to leave.
Unfortunately, I can only make things that I have been requested to make.
Oh.
Bro, could you make yourself a body?
No,
If I asked you to make yourself a body.
no. I don't know how to make a body.
Neither do
I've never
I.
I've never had one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tracks.
But you've repaired a suit of armor.
Yes.
Which
It's a
is
little
very
different.
different.
So,
Admittedly,
It's
it would
the
be
same
a decent
basic
frame rate,
so when
access, but-
two people love each other very, very
They don't have
much.
to love each other for my research.
We don't have to love each other actually at all.
I guess the only question is, do you have time for that?
I mean, I suppose.
Is there anything urgent that is happening?
I'm uncertain on how urgent the shadow orb itself is,
Okay.
so I have been
The normal
researching
shadow.
that, but it shouldn't be too difficult for me to spare the time.
Do you want this or cookies and cream?
Particularly with the information he's willing to give.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cries in Numium.
I mean, of all of
Chocolate or
us, you are the most busy, but if you think it's worth it, then yeah, I think it's a good idea. Though I would restrict the way the places the body can go. I think probably keeping it out of the the place with all the prisons might be a good idea. But aside from that, I don't see an issue with letting it go wherever he wants.
Alright.
I suppose I don't have an inherent objection to it other than mild confusion, but
I mean,
just try not to start a civil war, or any war for that matter.
I feel like the only other place that restricting it to go probably be like extremely public locations.
It can't leave the base still, he said.
Okay. Or where we sleep, because that would probably be.
Yeah, whenever the living quarters are complete, I assume that those doors will have locks that you can't override. And if not, we should work on that.
Not saying you're gonna try to kill us in our sleep, but I wouldn't feel comfortable if
Why
someone
would
could
I
just
do that?
waltz into my. I'm not saying you would. I just said that.
Also,
Admittedly, in
let's-
general, I
let's
just don't
clar-
want anyone to have access to whatever living quarters I'm going to be staying in.
Let's clarify. We don't know if he can leave the bunker. He might be able to.
Which I don't think there's a problem
Are
with
you
that.
capable of leaving the bunker?
I've never had a body.
If you had a body, would you be capable of leaving the bunker?
You
Oh,
already
no,
asked
I've
that
never
answer.
had one.
He's already been asked that question, mate.
It probably depends on how it would work, I guess. He wouldn't be able to remotely access the body, but if he was like locally on it, then I don't see why he couldn't.
But he said that he can't be stored in just any technology.
I assume the body you would make would be able to store him.
I mean, I assume that would require a certain material that I am not able to
I would
access
love
at
to
the
give you more Numium. I don't have any more.
moment. I know, but you... Wait, remind me, was he withholding the Numium information, or just was being vague because you're being
Vague.
vague? Okay.
Aren't there
Well-
like robots here that are completely made of Numium? Could we put you in one of those?
No.
Could I scrap one of them, or
I tried.
would
You could
that
use
be
the
frowned
parts,
upon?
yes. But unfortunately, they are not built to handle a mind like mine.
No,
Oh,
but
he's
I
too smart.
I hadn't
You
considered
seem
that
to be in a
when
mood today. Do you want to talk about that?
Apparently, he's a
How many are there?
psychologist too, or maybe he's just
Yeah,
perceptive.
how many of
You
these
are kind
robots
of
are
fancy.
there around base?
They're only in the training area.
How many of them are there?
10.
Okay.
Definitely would be worth sacrificing one.
That's a lot more than I was
Unlimited
thinking. I was thinking there was
information.
like 3.
Not even just that. I need more Numium. Numium is very useful.
We should at least keep a few down there, though.
So I can beat him up.
That's what they're for.
Have we figured out how to work the training room yet?
Where's the Twix box?
We should work on that.
Oh, I suppose I could help with that later. But yeah, I suppose we could spare a couple of the training robots, 1 or 2. Dismantle and recycle,
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem.
particularly since Numium is very useful.
You said that like a mad scientist. That was worrying.
That's because he is.
Admittedly,
know.
he is a mad scientist.
And to be fair, so was Daniel.
No, Daniel wasn't evil. He was crazy.
I'm not evil.
Crazy is a
No,
word for mad.
He was angry. He was not mad.
Hmm.
I'm not evil either, right?
No, but maybe a little crazy.
A lot crazy.
In his words, it would be righteous anger.
So he's a self-righteous dick. Yeah, he's still mad
So,
at
where
somebody.
did-
Everyone's
righteous-
self-righteous about something.
Oh
where
no,
did this
I'm not. I'm
righteous
a
anger
terrible
come from?
person.
Yep.
But
What did the forces do to him?
I don't know.
Seems
He
like
had a
was-
purpose to fulfill, and then he fulfilled it.
Interesting.
He was a very secretive person, it seems.
Yes, even to me. I have no idea what happened to him.
Yes. The
What did or didn't happen to him? Also a
don't.
possibility that something was supposed to happen that didn't.
Oh, whatever was supposed to did. I simply don't know what that was, because it happened at a time when the bunker was gone. It had been fractured apart during the end,
the fracturing event.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
and I can't know things that that happen when I don't exist.
Fair enough.
That event has come up a few times. What was it?
The
That's
end,
right. You're like 4 years old. I tend to forget that.
the end or the fracturing event is the end of everything. When
Oh, yeah,
all of
that-
existence was done and over with.
Except for Entity Point for some
Entity Point
reason.
survived due to the
The
actions of a few.
And then
Not just
and
Entity
then-
Point.
Unfortunately, the shield that they made did not last long enough. And somehow, outside of my knowledge, everything came back. Fracturing was done, reversed, fixed.
do we know what caused it?
The voices in the dark took revenge,
or attempted
causing
to.
the existence to break.
That's right. The
And that's the extent of what I know.
Infinity Core guy mentioned something about that, didn't he?
Yes. Yes.
I was like, why was that in the Zach's voice? What happened?
So,
Yes.
you remember how you told me when I grabbed a fractured piece of the reality, it burned my hand?
Yes.
Has that burn gone away, or does it
No.
look like it's going to be permanent?
It's still there.
Okay. Is it like scar tissue, or is it still just a burn?
Scar tissue.
Would you have asked Archie to see if he could fix it?
I don't want it fixed, but I feel like it'd be a good idea to test the tissue that, is burned from fractured reality.
All right.
Is scar tissue.
It's just like normal scar tissue.
It
It's
appears
just
to be
really good.
really good stuff. Scar tissue.
It's just more so.
Forever
Tasty.
tissue. What time of the day is it?
Early afternoon. I'll say. You hear the elevator sound, doors open, and Catherine walks in. Her arm is in a sling at this point.
Hello, Catherine. He did not look up from his work.
Who else could it be?
Exactly.
That
Could have
was
been Constance. Just hypothetically. Could have been.
No.
He's bedridden. How's everybody doing?
Living.
I'm fine.
That sounds sad.
Awake.
Doing quite well. I'm getting ready to test this device on the Shadow Warp. I should probably start it on something smaller.
Probably be a good
Yeah,
idea.
please not the big cosmic power battery.
I mean, I've designed it to specifically prevent the interference that darkness energy typically provides to technology, the corruption that often interferes. But I'm not entirely certain how well that'll work.
So maybe we should start with just a regular sample of darkness
Yes,
energy.
that's what I've decided to
Okay, cool.
work. Do we have any regular samples of darkness energy? Do you know? Do we have a safe way to extract a sample from the Shadow Orb?
Are you
Or
asking
abyss?
Zax?
Or not
Yes.
abyss?
I suppose I probably could, though this shadow ore makes it a little bit more difficult than normal.
Could we extract it from the Reaper instead?
Yes. Unfortunately, you would probably have to take it out.
I
Perfect.
have an idea on how to neutralize it, but that would require this device to be in not the testing phase.
Fair enough.
An idea. What I'm referring to is simply converting it to a different type of energy. It's more of an experiment than anything else. Is that what you're thinking of? That's the idea that I thought of earlier. Were you guys wrong? You
Oh, I
guys
was
were
right.
wrong. Oh,
What?
you were right.
Yeah.
It was the
What is-
idea that I said earlier that I was like, oh, I'll just mention that in game, and both of them were like, oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I see.
That is where you wrong.
I thought I had already talked to you about that.
Oh,
That-
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. That's an idea for later.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Amalgamation.
Oh, yeah.
Make
That-
Well, no, I thought we'd already talked about changing the energy.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, that is something we had talked. Yes, but not specifically.
Hey, ooh, hey,
Yes, so, and if we do decide to terminate it in another way, one way or another, if I'm given enough time, I can make a trap around it that will at least immobilize it for long enough to prevent it from escaping.
much appreciated.
Have a. Sorry. Go ahead.
If you're asking a Patrick question, please ask it. I want to know the answer.
So Patrick,
Yes.
on the topic of giving people powers,
Uh-huh.
it has been directly stated by you that if anyone else were to have my power, they would die.
Correct.
However, it has never been directly stated by you that people can't have a connection to what I have a connection to.
Uh-huh.
Would that kill someone?
They can't have a connection to it.
But that you didn't say I'd kill them.
No, they simply can't. It will not have, the connection will not occur.
Well, kind of like he can't be connected to it.
There are things I cannot say.
Say them, Patrick.
It requires
Say it.
specific circumstances for anything to be able to connect to it, and outside of those specific circumstances, it's just not doable.
Okay.
Is what I'm understanding. Is that accurate?
Nothing can be connected to what you're connected to except for you.
So I can't like force a connection.
You cannot do that anyway.
Okay.
You can retcon someone not having a. Oh wait, no, that's not how his power works.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, actually,
So, Catherine is going to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Quick.
someone does
also,
get
if somebody did get a connection, could he rewrite what the connection was to? Like what force the connect was connected to?
Maybe.
So like he could make Constance connected to something other than the darkness without
Not
affecting
anymore.
the actual, but like he could have without affecting what the actual power was.
Maybe.
I mean, technically speaking, could you, Alfonso, could you connect to the darkness because we have the darkness orb, and then I can force it to be something else?
I
Maybe.
could, in theory, use
I would-
this device.
Anyway.
Rather not that experiment be me.
uh,
All right.
Catherine
heal
in
all of
her
my
sling is going to walk
I would
a
assume
little
that's
bit over
Yeah,
to
right.
Alfonso.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna head into town to grab some stuff, and I'm tired of being cooped up in here.
Fair enough.
Would you like to go with me?
Sure. I don't got nothing.
I still don't
especially
feel
bad.
safe being out there by myself.
Can I go?
Fair enough.
Sure. See nothing wrong with that.
I have a meeting later.
It appears the only person that has no excuse to leave is you.
I mean, I could technically go to Can Labs
could
for
go
probably
wherever
the
you
5th
want.
time this week.
Probably.
No, you gotta babysit Constance. He's sick. So yeah, babysitter.
Yeah, I have a meeting with Mayor Myers later to discuss various
Hey,
things.
why are you gonna meet Mark?
You know, you could set one up.
Bro,
We know where he works.
I don't like doing paperwork or filling things out, which includes setting up meetings.
You know he likes things being off the books. He might not have you fill out any paperwork.
Yeah, he didn't have me. I just called him.
You can
Do you have
call
his
him?
personal phone number?
You can find his number, like, anywhere. Just the office of the mayor.
I'm sorry, I'm
He's
not
all
online
town
that
hall.
much.
I called him and he said, "Yeah, this day works at this time," and so we're going to meet.
Have fun with that.
Did they ever end up showing us the video of him using the portal thingy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, ask him about the purple portal thingy.
What do you think a big portion of my intent is?
I don't know. You do weird stuff. I
He's got a point. Hate to say it, but he's got a
don't take that personally. I'm not saying weird is bad. You just do weird stuff.
No, in this case, yeah. It's weird as bad.
Says the guy who can rewrite reality. You're weird.
Says the guy that has a gun that kills things.
That's like all guns effort. That's like the whole point of the concept
I mean-
of guns.
I mean, this one is designed specifically not to kill things. He holds this up as
Yeah.
paralyzer.
Yeah, you do weird stuff.
Rogue is trying to figure out if John is joking or not.
I was trying to figure out if John is joking.
With which part?
When
The
you're
gun
like, no,
that
weird
kills
is bad
things?
in
Weird
this
is
situation. She's still
Um,
trying to figure out if that was a joke or not.
He's not inherently saying weird in general is bad, but
No,
in
yeah.
this case,
She's like,
it can be.
Yeah, because if you're talking about weird is bad, we have a spy for an alleged terrorist organization, a mad scientist, a science experiment, a different science experiment, and then me.
Pretty weird.
Also a different spy for a weird
Also, yeah, a different spy.
And then Constance.
and two previous
and a
assassins.
homeless man.
And then a homeless man. Pretty weird.
A homeless man that we distinctly don't know anything about his background.
I don't think he
Except-
does either.
Other than he used to have a power and now has a power. Yeah, that's
I
about all
don't.
we
Do
got.
we know that he has he said it yet?
No, I
No,
think
that was
Zach's
in
did.
the
Yeah, Zach's
stand
detected
stuff.
it.
Oh,
Detective.
right.
Zach's like, oh, you're missing some ability, and we were all like,
No,
what?
like him having a power
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, we knew he had the connection.
Archibald
We don't know
offered
what
to
it is.
remove it.
Oh right.
We don't know
So-
what it is.
I've
Catherine
slept
is
several
going
times
to
since
be-
then.
Yeah, none
And
of you
I'm
were
gonna
aware
go
that
with-
Archie could do that.
Are you going with?
I'm gonna scribble some stuff on a note and hand it to Archibald and then go with it.
What is on the note?
You should know the answer to that question.
I don't know the answer to that.
Talked about this, Patrick. Me and Carson have already talked.
What did you
about it.
say?
I
What
just don't
was
want
it?
to say it in front of. I scribbled some stuff on a note.
You
and
can
handed
text it to
Archibald.
Yeah, I would text it to him.
Oh,
That's how I
I
asked him
think- I
discreet
think I know.
questions.
send it to me too, just to make sure.
I do ask him discreet questions.
So, for the moment, it's just Archibald and John in the laboratory.
Oh shit! Yeah, right.
What would you like to do?
So he's going to pull out a, he's going to. I assume the shadow orb would be held in effectively just sort of an energy containment device.
Yes.
Wait a
So
I'm concerned. What was that reaction, Zane?
So
that's scary.
I had a brilliant idea. For context's sake, John would not have had this idea. In general, he doesn't have the intellectual prowess to have had this idea.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying I'm crazy smart, but he just isn't. Things that have John's connection die. Besides him.
Yes.
Correct.
Even though you have not seen anything with his connection.
it can be assumed.
Yes.
So, beings that are from an energy, can you give them connections?
Such as the Reaper?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You said things that get transfused. My blood die.
Yes.
Would it kill the Reaper?
Reaper cannot be transfused blood because it has no blood.
What if you put it on a bullet
What if
and shoot it?
Then we shall see.
Okay.
Because
Wait a minute.
effectively
What if we
speaking,
make a sword out of your blood?
my reference. My bright idea here is makeshift god-killing bullets that are essentially shooting syringes.
I need to understand. Your ideas got stupider and stupider as you went on.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I-
proud of you.
my ideas aren't the best, but
That makes.
But they're-
That is Archibald energy.
Hey.
The ideas aren't the brightest.
Hey.
I am going to, since it's me and Archibald in the lab, since he doesn't very often get to, I'm going to offer him, if he wants to run tests on me. Yeah. It's not like you can do
Archibald
anything about.
blocks in.
I was like, it's not like you can do anything about the power anyways, so there's no reason for you to not test stuff.
Interesting. So, first, before I begin on that, Zax, is there, what do you need me to do in order to help you extract some energy from that?
I don't need you to do anything.
Okay.
I need to have a lot of time in order to scan it and to figure out everything I possibly can in order to figure out how.
I'm gonna take one. I haven't had one of these yet.
Unlike you, I have all the time in the world.
Do you know of a quicker way to get access to darkness energy aside from the man downstairs?
The darkness.
She's got a point.
And how would I go about that aside from extracting energy from Constance? I don't think he would.
No, but you do have someone connected to the darkness.
I
It's a lot easier to establish communication with a force if you have someone connected to them. Not that you would should want to communicate with the darkness, but
Would
it
it
is a
be a-
way.
would it be a good idea to communicate with the darkness?
Remember what I said about good and bad.
Yes.
I do not. There is no such thing as a bad idea, in my opinion,
Would it
or a
be
good idea. They're
a
merely
pro-
ideas.
Would it be an ill-advised idea?
I would not advise it. No,
That's what I was.
it's not a bad idea, but I would not advise it.
Would we die?
Maybe.
We shouldn't do that.
I just want one time where he says that and then proceeds to say, that is an awful idea.
In his mind, in Zach's mind, there's no good ideas or bad ideas. There's simply smart ideas and stupid ideas.
Okay. Okay, so I need to use would it be a wise idea rather than a good idea?
No.
Okay. I will be patient.
Or a smart idea.
All right.
Yes. So,
So he's actually gonna pull out a. Let's see what I've got. He's gonna pull out a different color vial. Minutes since I have to actually look at this.
while you're doing that,
You're fine.
I'm going to shift over to Rogue, Alfonso, and Catherine. So, Catherine is, at first, it just seems like she's walking around town.
That is kind of what she said she was gonna do.
She said she was going to go grab some stuff, but at the moment, she's just walking around. It's nice to walk around without feeling like everyone's trying to kill me.
Yeah, that's fair. It's pleasant.
Rogue.
I know that's hard
nods.
for you to feel, Rogue, because everyone's always trying to kill you.
Yeah, I guess we can walk around without.
You're having a hard time comprehending this one, ain't you?
He's created to be a killing machine. I'm not surprised.
Admittedly, I was under the impression that most of the people we've seen so far could try and kill us.
You think that mom with her baby can try and kill us?
I mean,
She could try.
try.
everyone could try, but it's not that anyone here wants to,
Except for that.
or
guy. It
would
looks
be
like he
able to
doesn't
do a
want
very good job at it.
Pulls out the baby.
You know, by coincidence. So it's
Not
going to
a-
be
The baby is not
Luigi
me.
assassin.
The baby's a serial killer.
The baby is an Omega class special.
Child murder.
Shit.
But aren't you worried about being caught off guard?
Not really.
Hmm.
If Nolan did what he said he was gonna do and wiped my record, then the only people that would remember that I'm who I am is all of
Everybody
you.
hearing this conversation as we walk around town.
I don't know. Did they hear my name? I didn't say it.
Saw your face. It's a shame.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
I just
The
killed
only
the mood.
people
I
that-
just killed the mood, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
I was trying to lighten the mood and have a nice walk and just exist without the fear of death. And you had to do that.
Sorry.
Right.
It's a habit.
I know one that will. I'll beat it out of you.
With that arm?
I have another
I
one.
just take off running after
Just-
saying this.
Hey!
He just runs down
Get back! I'll get back here. I'm not gonna actually hit you.
Admittedly, despite the
hard.
fact that supposedly he likes fighting, it's been very difficult for me to convince him to train with me.
Maybe because he knows that you're gonna beat his ass.
I heard that.
No, you didn't.
He comes out of the alleyway next to them. I heard that.
Like you come back over to Catherine, she just smacks you in the arm with her good
Oh,
arm.
you said you weren't gonna.
I said I wasn't gonna hit you. I slapped you. There's a difference.
What? She just bitch slapped me. I don't
I
know.
did not bitch slap you.
I don't know where to go with this. I don't know. What do I do now?
Probably not.
Like, do I hit her back? Because that's like a valid option. Like she
Is it?
started this. She started the slapping. So am I clear to slap back now? You are probably not the person
Why
to
are
be
you
asking
asking
these
me?
questions.
I am just as confused as you are, I think.
It was a playful slap. I wasn't trying to hurt you. And I didn't hurt you.
It's a red mark.
Oh no.
Hmm.
You've been beaten before, okay?
That doesn't mean I want to be beaten again.
I didn't beat. No. I'm,
Yeah, see,
I'm
she
done
beats
with
me.
this
I just look at a
conversation.
random stranger. She beats me.
They're like, hey, no, I don't. She like, you wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. Come on, let's go. You can't just go around telling people that I beat you.
Out of curiosity,
You just
can you describe to me Catherine and your characters again?
Okay, Catherine is say younger. She's in her late 20s, woman with long blonde hair. Currently, she's wearing just a simple like blue tank top with a sling. And regular old jeans.
Alfonso also appears in his late 20s. Right now, he would just be wearing, a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. Underneath the sleeve of the left sleeve of his t-shirt, you can see what looks like the very end of a tattoo, just kind of sticking out underneath it. Other than that, he looks like a normal person.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So
Well, he probably wouldn't look like a normal person to you, given you're trained to spot specific details. But
for most people, you look like a regular dude.
yeah,
Like just
Yeah.
a regular dude.
that
Gotcha.
may or may not have a tattoo on his left arm.
Yeah. I was curious because Rogue X looks somewhat young, and I knew you guys were older, but I couldn't remember if you were 20s or 30s. Anyway, I was curious if it looked like
Like we were your parents.
yes, which it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like it does, but
No. Maybe older siblings.
yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Which that would have been an interesting fight. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
But
You can't do that. I don't know if you know this. It's not okay.
Yeah, it's not okay to beat me. We've
No,
established this.
Oh my god. I'm done.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna entertain this conversation any longer. Hi Rogue, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, I
Or
think.
do I call you Alexa out here?
Whatever is fine.
I feel like it's probably weird to call you Rogue out here.
Okay. So Alexa then.
How is life going for you?
Um,
I know it's been a short amount of time since you've actually gotten to live it. How do you like it so far?
It's different than I expected, but it's not bad. It's better than the UEG, that's for certain. But
Anything's better than that.
yeah,
I mean, I can think of worse fates. Just
Yeah, don't bring them up.
I won't. As you say, there are worse things. You know, getting stuck inside of a shadow orb.
The difference is, based on everything we've seen, you're more likely to survive being in the shadow orb than you are to be a part of the UEG.
Well, that's like an unfair comparison. Like on the sheer numbers, there's a lot of people that survive being members of the UEG, and there's only ever, as far as we know, been one person that's been stuck inside the shadow orb.
Yes, but currently, 100% of them have survived.
Yeah, that's why it's not a fair comparison. Like the sheer numbers.
Al, I wasn't trying to make a fair comparison.
Well, that's not fair.
That's what not a fair comparison means. You're a little stupid sometimes.
He verbally beats me.
that was a verbal pinch at most.
Now she's beating me.
It's not my fault you have low constitution.
I'm sorry, I wasn't made in the lab.
Hey, don't go there. It's rude.
Literally 2 out of my 5 friends. Okay,
You're not.
it's literally 2 out of the 5. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed
Wait,
to?
are you considering John your friend now?
I've never not. Like I hate him, but
I hate the guy, but he's my
But
best
he-
friend.
I hate the guy, but he meets every other requirement for
To be-
friend.
to
Like,
be your friend.
He like hits every other thing on the checklist. Like, is he a friend? And then there's just, but I hate it.
But do
You know.
Do I like
Also,
every requirement except liking?
and also, it just sounds a lot more depressing to say you only have 4 friends. Okay, let's be fair.
But
It's just-
5, that's more normal.
Yeah, that's like a normal amount of people. You know.
Uh-huh.
Why do I feel like you're judging me?
I'm not judging you.
You are 100.
It's just the fact that all of your friends are.
Karis.
Aurelians, actually.
Aurelians. Yes.
And 3 of them are new.
What?
And 3 of your friends are new.
Yeah.
So do we count Zax as a person? Not saying he's a friend. That was
would
just
like to be
like
counted
is he
as a
he is a
person.
is he a person?
I think so.
He seems sentient enough to be a person,
Fair enough.
I guess. He's not your friend, though. I don't think he's anyone's friend.
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
At
What, I don't think,
most, Archibald.
I don't
even
think he
then.
knows what a friend is.
I think he knows, but he doesn't care.
That's fair.
Just in here, and she walks into Mr. Black's coffee.
Relaxing.
Mr. Black's coffee. She walks up to the
Yeah.
counter, and you guys want anything?
No, I'm good.
Smells good in here.
Never had coffee before, have you?
No.
She's getting something.
Get a black cup.
And Catherine orders something. I just honestly, there wasn't anything specific I had. I just wanted to go around town. I didn't want to be by myself. She gets coffee and sits down. And she hands Rogue a coffee. Try
Rogue
that.
inspects the coffee.
It's not poisoned.
Hypothetical.
I mean, sure, if you drank too much, it would be basically poison.
I mean, it does have a slight tendency to. Caffeine's not good for your heart, if you drink too much of it.
Yeah, but she also has like the strongest heart ever.
Oh, right. Science experiment and all.
This might do nothing to you. It's coffee. It's supposed to make you happy.
It also might make you blow up. That's a hypothetical.
Oh, not because that's a thing that coffee does, but because it might act weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a coffee thing. That's like quite.
You seemed like someone that would
It's-
like
it's-
more
it's-
bitter, so I just gave you a
It's,
regular cup
it's
of black coffee.
specifically right.
She takes a sip of it. Huh. It is kind of bitter. That is what it smells like in here, though.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Good. You sure you don't want anything? Like a
Ah.
scone or something?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
She goes over, buys a scone, and hands it to you. You haven't eaten anything in like 2 days.
This food's unnecessary.
Like sleep is unnecessary.
No, sleep is necessary.
It's sounding like Constance. Eat.
No.
Careful, if you
It was
go
a what?
long enough, the whole team will try and force feed you.
There's a joke to be made there, but I don't want to make it.
Snickle. Are you gonna eat it?
Also, who says I haven't eaten anything in the last 2 days? I ate an entire bag of gummy bears yesterday.
That does not count.
It's food.
No, it's not. Candy's not food.
But I have eaten something in the last 2 days.
Eat the scone. Or I make you eat it.
See, I warned you.
Women are so abusive. She's threatening the physical violence, and she's saying she'll supply the physical violence.
No, I just warned you that it would come from someone at some point. I never said it would be me.
You implied it. You said the whole team, which includes yourself.
I'm the only one who never tried to force Constance unconscious.
That's right. You only assaulted Archibald. My bad.
That's true.
Pretty much
She
every
is still
one in
the
the team has assaulted somebody.
She is still the
It
only
is
one
kind
who's
of a
acknowledged that
profession and
Archie
a
wasn't
hobby.
entirely in the wrong.
I like that you're talking even though the microphone can't hear you.
That one can't.
That's normal for.
Yeah, you can tell
I
that.
like when you're talking when it's not on you.
Stop.
You can tell Rogue does feel bad about the
Sorry.
Archibald thing. She does like.
To be fair
Look
about
guilty.
me assaulting people, that is both a profession and a hobby. Okay, I do it for money
I do it
and for
recreationally.
entertainment. Yeah. Well, no, not recreationally. I am a paid entertainer. Okay.
Omega says that that's a mental disorder.
I don't know who Omega is, but I agree.
It's a computer thing. Anyway,
I agree.
does Omega not know what combat sports are?
If you're hurting people for fun, she says that that's sadistic.
No. I'm hurting other people so people can bet on who wins the fight. Organized fight. 2 people get there, they fight.
It's still
people make
illegal.
bets. All of the fun stuff's illegal.
There we go. That's the.
That's the thing.
But you can't say I'm wrong.
Never done it before.
You're 4 years old. You probably shouldn't be doing half of it.
Actually, I'm less than 2, but
That makes my point even more astounding. You're less than 2 years old. You probably shouldn't be doing this.
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm so tempted to rub your head like you're a little kid right now. Just like, it's okay. I
I
do it.
I would throw you on the floor.
I know. or a public place to start a wrestling match, probably not a good idea.
Hey, I would really
Right.
like it if the cops were not called on us right now. So let's not do that.
Gotcha.
Are you guys standing in the street talking about beating?
No,
We're
we're
in a
sitting in a
coffee
coffee
shop.
shop.
in a coffee shop talking about beating.
No,
Yeah.
about illegal fighting rigs and starting a wrestling match in the middle of the coffee shop.
And I'm sure the coffee people won't care because they're minimum wage employees. But
They
the
do
people on
not
the street
No,
might.
no, that one dude in the back looks like he might care. That dude, specifically him. He looks like he might
The
care.
dude that's currently snorting cocaine right now.
Tracks.
You think he'd care about calling the cops?
No. I didn't say about calling the cops. I say about the wrestling match happening in his store.
I mean, he might care in a different way.
Might
Might pay
steal
for
his
it.
cocaine halfway through.
Rogex reaches across the table and grabs several packs of sugar.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you wanted any sugar in it.
Omega suggested it. I don't know how to do, if it'll be better, but I figured I'd give it a try.
Does Omega suggest some creamer too?
Yes, but I didn't see any.
Okay, I'll go grab some. Back at the base. What are you doing? With Archibald and John.
All right. So Archie has pulled out a vial of teal energy,
Uh-huh.
and so a cable extends from the rod and connects to it, and he pulled out an empty vial, and the rod connects to the end. The rod, a cable connects to the end of it as well. And he activates it, and just a rainbow sort of lights up in lines around the
Okay.
rod, and
Rainbow Rod.
well, it
Who's
doesn't
that?
work.
Pedro
That's only-
Mario
Yeah.
reference.
Alright.
Is-
What do you? Here's the thing. Can you? I don't believe you can control what it converts into.
I mean, so the intended thing is that it has basically little samples of all the types of energy I have access to
Uh-huh.
stored in it, and I select which one I want it to turn into.
So which one?
Pink.
Also, you're supposed to roll in making the invention.
I did. I rolled all three at the beginning
Yeah, and I got 10 plus
from the
in all
past
of them.
week. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait till I fail that.
I can't wait either.
You are so looking forward to this.
That's why I use tokens.
He can't use tokens for that.
No, I can't.
Anyway. Anyway. So, what energy does it convert into?
I had this, I swear. Pink. Pink.
Ah!
So you see, John, you watch as this teal energy gets absorbed into this cable and comes out to the other vial as pink energy. And you hear Zax go, "Ah, garden."
That's weird.
Yes, I figured it would be a very good choice for the initial experiment.
I believe it would be. Quite good.
Yes. I don't have a sample of the darkness energy, so I can't turn it. I can't try turning things into that. But I suppose this will suffice as proof that it works for now. So he's gonna turn back to John. Alright, so I've been, with the help of Jax, I've been working on my scanning technology.
Zax, by the way.
Wait, did I say Zach?
You
You
said
said
Jax.
You
I
say
did it
Jax
again?
every single time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's his name now.
I'm not changing his name.
What is Jax from?
I don't
I know it's from something.
Ajax.
Circus.
Oh,
Amazing Digital Circus.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Similar vibes. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sentient computer.
Really.
Crazy,
That's
crazy
Anyway.
rabbit, dude.
Yeah. So,
So he's gonna pull out his scanner, which it looks like, you know, the typical, what you'd imagine, you know,
a typical
yeah,
scanner to look like.
yeah.
I'm
It
picturing
almost
the
looks
scanner
like you
from
would
some
say
Subnautica.
Captain's log to it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so and he would just
Onto John.
into John.
I'm not a fan of that polish.
I'm confirming what it does.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I was not a fan of that polish.
John just dies. It's a death ray.
Yeah, it was actually a centigration ray. It's kind of like a disintegration ray, but it actually centigrates you instead of disintegrating you.
But since you're
I
already
just
broken,
like
it's a
that
double.
phrasing.
So it adds more matter to me instead of destroying it?
It gives you
So-
cancer.
No, but
Every atom, let me put it this way: every atom that you have, it puts another one right next to it. Every molecule in your body, and there's another one identical to it right next to it.
So you blow up, but with twice as many explosions,
Exactly.
or he just doubles in size.
No.
which would cause him to.
Surprisingly enough, there's a ton of
What
empty
exactly
space between
does
atoms.
this
I
cancer
would just get
scanner
twice
do?
as heavy.
Yeah, you.
Instantly.
Oh, that's
Then you
fair.
repel each other, then you go very far
It's
away.
it is
Well, I mean,
designed
that depends
based
on how
off
much-
of
how
the
hard, dude.
scanners that
He's like, your
he
body
has.
doesn't have
Uh-huh.
any,
So, what exactly can
super-
those?
like,
Yes. A lot.
no, I think he would just get bigger.
Alright.
I don't, or denser. I don't think he
What
would
exactly are
get
you trying to
super-
find that you don't already know?
Was that Carson doesn't
Good
already know,
question.
or that
Archibald.
Archibald.
Because you scan and it detects everything that you've detected before.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm going to remind us, Archibald and me,
Yes.
that we distinctly don't know where the energy comes from.
Yes, that is one thing I was
Correct.
thinking about.
We don't know what the connection is.
Maybe it's Cotton Eye Joe.
Where did he come from? Where did he go?
Nobody
It's
knows.
Surprise, surprise. It doesn't say.
Well,
That was Jack. That was. Yeah, you're doing it. That was Zach.
Can I extract a sample of? Can I attempt to extract a sample of your energy?
as long as you don't try to put it in anyone else.
That sounds so gay.
That sounds exceptionally dangerous. Given
That's why
what
I said don't
believe
put it in anyone else.
I will not. I do not intend to do that.
Go ahead. I
I'm not sure what I could use it for.
have nothing to do.
Zach, do you think that would be ill-advised? Do you think that would be a wise decision?
Go right ahead.
He's not answering the question.
That wasn't. That was not an answer.
I think that did answer. I would love to see what would happen.
That doesn't mean it's a... Sorry, I'm not there. No, jeez.
I know
There's a
that
cat
doesn't
there.
mean it's a good idea, but I want to see what happens.
Does Patrick want to see what happens?
Patrick knows what happened.
Does Patrick want what
Still-
happens?
Alright.
I want you
So-
guys to see.
Archie, so he's gonna pull out his,
The whole base
Archie's
explodes.
gonna pull out his his universal battery thing. He's going to take it over to the replicator, copy it. He's gonna take the replica and use that.
The battery thing?
He has the universal battery, the one that connects to things and charges them, and etc. And also can drain. Oh wait, no, I have an actual device I intended. Never mind. I forgot I have the actual power mover. That's
Correct.
probably what you were assuming I was going to use. Because
Yes.
that would be the thing that would do.
Because
this.
that would, make sense.
It's not.
Yeah.
Is it going to remove? You said power remover.
It is specifically energy removal.
Okay. Because I don't distinctly want to die today. Because that might happen.
It would not. You would not die.
Dying in the epilogue? Lol.
You would not die.
Get good.
I might be a risk, but
The
Alright,
whole
so yeah,
base
he would-
explodes.
he would pull a different rod off his belt, replicate that.
He has 7
He
rounds.
would replicate his
So
the
many
universal battery, and then he realized, what am I doing? Set that down.
Not another rod.
Alright, he replicates
Hey.
that.
Now he has 8
Thicker
rods.
rod.
Is this one also rainbow or?
It's a little oblong.
Phallic shaped, one could say.
I assume rainbow would be the
One
sufficient.
could, but you shouldn't.
Would it really matter which for this one? Which powers it? Alright, I didn't think so. It's going to be gold. Powered by gold. By burst.
Okay. So, the tendril, that's what the tendril thing is?
It's another tendril thing. Yeah.
These tendrils come out
Of the
and
rod.
attach to you.
Cable.
How does it
Sorry,
feel getting
cable.
grabbed?
These
by
cables
tendrils.
come out and attach to you,
Branded. I was branded.
attempting to drain your energy.
Okay.
You see as the cables start to be these strange cracks start forming along the cables. You have seen them before, Archibald.
Deactivate.
Unfortunately, it does not. As the cracks envelop
He's dropping it.
the energy remover. And you watch as the cables and the device fracture out of existence. And that's what I thought was going to happen. That
That's also
Was
what
that
I
Zach's?
was it.
expected.
I told you it wasn't a. I just.
You implied strongly it was not a wise idea.
Oh no, it was very wise. Now you know.
That seemed dangerous.
You knew. We strongly suspected it would not have good
Yes.
result, which is why I did not use the original device.
Question.
I used a replica.
So, the tendrils attached to me,
Yes,
but then they fractured and disappeared.
correct.
Did they just vanish from my body, or is there
They
any
went-
markings left from where they vanished?
Nothing.
I'm perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine,
You
right?
have more burn
Yeah.
marks on your body.
I mean, you're not perfectly fine, but from this, yes.
Okay, cool.
And also, they weren't, designed to pierce your body or anything.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's any risk involved with things fracturing out of existence millimeters
Not
away
when you're
from
the
your
cause.
flesh.
Not when you're the cause.
You need to make your appointment, sir.
I would love to continue working with you, but I need to. I have my appointment with Mayor Myers. Yeah, so he put the original back on his belt. The original.
So you got 8 rods now?
I'll
you
count.
duplicated the one?
Oh,
I'll
that one
count
broke.
them.
Well, no, he duplicated the one before that.
Yeah.
He realized it was the wrong one and then duplicated the other one.
So
He
many
left that sitting. He left the.
He left his rod behind.
He left the duplicated battery rod
We'll
behind
need you
on the table.
We'll need you soonish.
Okay.
So now there was one. One of you is left in the bunker. Not counting Constance, but Constance.
He posted.
The player is not here, so it doesn't count.
Okay.
Hey, does
Um,
John hear the player is not here, so it doesn't count?
Do I hear the narrator
Actually,
say
he was
that?
always here.
So,
What would you like to do?
since I am now alone in this lab with Zach,
In the entire bunker,
the entire bunker,
other than the Reaper.
straight torque in it now. In my it.
Other than
well,
the Reaper.
let's
we
just
found
say
that the real
my
reason Zach
penis.
wants a body. We found out the real reason Zach wants a body, did we?
I'm glad Patrick got that right.
I
I said
tried.
straight jork in it. In my it. Well, let's just say my peanuts.
My penis.
Since Zach knew what was going to
Connor is the
happen,
moral compass.
I would have made that joke nonetheless.
I know.
Since Zach's very clearly let on that he knew what was going to happen, I'm going to ask him if he knows where the power comes from and what the connection is, because it seems like he knows more than he's letting on. And my collateral offer is he also can do any test he wants, but only one. As long as I don't die or get severely injured at the end of the test.
6. I have 6.
You know if I paralyze you, you won't be injured, right?
You. Okay, now you're just twisting my words.
I'm not going to do that. But
I want to be in the same physical and mental state that I am now.
Uh-huh.
Any test that does not put me in a different, harmful physical or mental state is.
I could lock you away in a pocket dimension. You would be in the same physical state, physically and mentally.
I would be pretty disturbed if that happened.
Yeah, you'd be disturbed, but mentally you would be
It's
the
not
same.
mental state.
Zax has
I'd be
pocket
upset.
dimensions?
He might not.
What is your questions? Are your questions?
I have one. You seem to know a lot more than you're letting on.
Yes.
Just not even hiding it.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing.
Uh-huh.
Do you know where this connection originates?
I know what it
Correct.
detects to originate from, which makes no sense to me.
Could you tell me what that is? In exchange for the collateral of doing any one test.
I want to do the test first.
What's the test?
I want you to use your power.
Oh shit.
You only have 2 tokens, don't you? You used the one earlier.
This is what it looks like when the Game Master's metagame, isn't it?
No, this is what me remembering that he used a token earlier and has barely rolled since then.
But Zax wouldn't know that.
Yeah, Zax didn't say that.
And you can't use tokens to boost use power, can you?
No.
Try to persuade him that he doesn't need you to roll it.
I
Just do a burn or influence their actions.
No.
I know.
I
Joe, discern intentions. Roll.
No, influence their action would be better because I have a +5 to lying. Shit.
I'm not saying
I
something because
can't
I'm
do
not
it
there.
on command.
I'm fairly certain distinctly refusing to because I don't have enough tokens would be considered to be metagaming.
Yes, it would.
That's bad.
Yes.
I distinctly metagame with tokens every single session.
But there, in game, John has no reason not to test this if he wants the information that he's asking for.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that Zane doesn't have enough tokens.
I want to say something, but I feel like I'd get in trouble if I did.
They
Patrick,
don't.
you said distinctly
Yes.
that if I fail, the outcome is proportional to the degree of change I was trying to make, correct?
Yes.
Okay. John does not want to change anything big because he just needs to use his power. Does the AI does Zax require? Does he want to remember what changes? So he knows something changed.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I would like to be scanning you as you use your power.
Okay. Then this is gonna be one hell of a roll. While I was in this room, no, I can't do that because then I might fuck with someone that I don't want. I was distinctly going to ask if while you were in the room you moved like anything to one part of the table, and I was going to make it to where you moved it to a different part, but if I fail the roll, something might have happened to you, and that's bad.
Or what you put on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, so, yeah, that's valid.
So I need to distinctly change something that no physical person in
You
this
could
room
do
did anything
something
with.
now.
I can't change what I do.
So remember what you first did when you were testing your power out?
I'm fairly certain Patrick didn't mean for that to work.
The rules of the power have changed since then.
You could have Zax
It could, but I don't want to mess with the AI really bad.
Yeah, that could go. The
I'm
AI
going
is
to
now
ask
equal-
Zax if there is a any form of robot in the facility that we can get to move something for me
Yes.
that isn't controlled by you. All right. Could you either send a signal to them or something to get them to come to this floor?
Sure.
Okay, would you do that for me, please? Okay. I don't know what happens if I screw up, so I don't want anyone dying.
See this featureless robot. Basically, it looks like one of the little wooden mannequin things,
Mhm.
but in human size. Just walks in.
Now, this technically isn't a violation of the rules of my power because of one simple caveat. I'm not going to be moving the thing. I'm going to tell the robot where to put it. And I'm going to change it to where the robot didn't listen.
Okay.
Does that violate any rules? Okay, cool. I'm going to ask the robot. I'm going to point to a just gonna, for shits and giggles, because I don't want anything to happen to the stuff in this room, because I don't want to have to pay for it. I'm gonna pull a marshmallow out of my pocket. Gonna put it on the counter. Gonna tell the robot to move it 2 feet to the left on the counter. Alrighty, Patrick.
Roll your power.
Son of a.
Don't mess this up.
I can't control if I mess it up or not. That's the problem.
Don't let Titus breathe on it. It's cursed.
skill in rolling.
Alright. I am wanting, or to happen, I'm wanting
The robot didn't listen.
Robot didn't listen. It instead moved it 2 feet to the right,
Okay.
assuming that's still on the counter.
Yes. It's a
And
fairly big counter.
I want distinctly, because I've never done this before. I've done it to where people remember the change. I've never distinctly said they are fully conscious while it changes, because you said everything freezes. I want Zax to be fully conscious of everything happening,
Okay.
so he can scan.
Uh-huh.
So I don't want him to freeze, and I want him to remember.
Okay.
So everything can be recorded.
Can't wait for everything to crack.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to mess up.
Roll, Zane.
There are two halves of me right now.
Roll, John.
There are two wolves inside of you. They're both boys. They're kissing.
What?
Have you never heard that?
No.
There are two wolves inside of me. One is Uncle Iroh.
Holy shit, it's
one
7.
is Uncle Ruckus.
Holy shit, it's 7. I rolled a 5 and a 2.
Okay.
You don't have any minuses, do you?
I do not. I have a 0 to spirit. That's distinctly enough to where nothing horrible happens.
Okay.
That depends on what you're defining.
Use power. 7 to 9, it works, but there's an unintended consequence. Choose a consequence. Here are the consequences. The intended effect is weakened. It draws unwanted attention. Ignore armor, you take 1 harm. A terrible side effect. It has a short duration.
Question.
Yes.
Were the draws unwanted attention and I take 1 harm 2 different things or the same thing?
2 different things.
Okay, cool. Well, the only 2 logical choices are either, since this is the epilogue, take the harm or let it take a little while. How long, if I were to let it take a little while, how long would that be?
No. It merely takes a short duration. Has a short duration means it only lasts for a short amount.
So it's like the robot would correct itself.
It is not a
after while.
permanent.
It's like the
Oh.
robot would correct itself.
Sure.
After.
It would affect in meta terms.
It won't be.
The writer notices the change and fixes it.
It's not a permanent.
Permanent change.
Question. Since, are you going to change the amount of harm I take if I take the harm because of the way the power works?
No.
Okay, cool. I'll suffer the 1 harm.
So
I'm assuming like doing it just like really burns my hand for no reason.
as you rewrite and the robot pushes it to the right instead. Interesting. Thank you.
Can you tell me what the information is?
That's not what you asked for. I get the information.
Fair enough.
You get what you asked for. According to my scans, your power comes from you are connected to the end. The fracturing event. Not what caused it, not the voices. You are connected to the end itself. I'm not sure how that allows you to rewrite things, but I don't know if I'll ever find out.
So for Zane out of
Yeah.
game. So it's distinctly, is it the event or is the end a energy?
The energy that ended everything.
Okay.
So yes was the answer to that.
Yes, and yes to both.
So it's the event and the energy.
Yes, simultaneously.
But the energy really only existed during said event.
Got it.
Correct.
Looks like someone's been keeping up on their energy point lower. It was a joke. Patrick, am I allowed to roll influence their actions against an AI?
Not this one.
Damn it.
You're no fun, Patrick.
He can see through your bullshit.
Would Alfonso be able to get those files for me since he has admin privileges?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. The moment he gets back, I'm asking to get those files.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that's all. I'm probably just gonna, I guess after that, I'm going to go to since the food here sucks, John is distinctly going to go into town to look for anything decent to eat besides stale canned goods or warm dank marshmallows.
Okay.
Okay,
And then
now-
probably stop by Kane Labs to see if there's anything I missed.
Okay, now that that's done, you could have just lied to Zax.
Yeah.
You could have.
Well,
just,
no, this is
yeah, no, I'm saying now that it's done, you could have just told Zax you did something with your power. And given the nature of the power, he would have had to have believed you, and assumed he couldn't see what it was you did.
Yes, but John distinctly wanted the readings.
Yeah.
Because he wants to know anything he can about what this is, what he is.
Okay.
But you could.
So, back to Rogue and Alfonso and Catherine. Okay. Catherine has gone back to walking around the town, looking at various things.
Is she still beating me?
No.
Rogue,
She's showing Rogue various parts of town.
Rogue seems to really be enjoying it. It's not immediately obvious, but yeah, she does seem to be interested in, I don't know, just the most mundane of things. Ever since having put the sugar and creamer in her coffee, she really turned it into sugar with a side of coffee.
Yes.
But she's really enjoying
I
it.
assume.
Sound right.
Yeah, and she's walking around town sipping on that.
That's the Trinity Church. I've never been in it, but it's pretty cool. Oh, this is my favorite place to be.
You've never been to church?
Not that one.
What happens in a church?
That really depends on the church.
Complicated. Do you know about God?
I'm aware of the concept, I guess.
I'm not knowledgeable. well enough in that subject to tell you.
Go inside.
So we're just gonna go this way instead. And you go into like a little bit of a strip mall, effectively. There's a few spots next to each other. What'd you say?
I'll be like, why did you bring me here?
What I said?
Maybe.
There's a that's Calvax Comics. There's a pet store right there. You can get a dog or something or a cat. Here it is. And you walk up to a store, a small store with a sign that's of an hourglass, and it says "Timeless Trinkets." This is an antique store. I love going in here. It's really cool. You know what antiques are?
Do I have my
Yeah,
goggles with
old
me?
stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go.
I'm gonna treat this like a D&D shop.
What?
I'm gonna treat this like a D&D shop.
You're gonna steal everything?
So you walk
Anything that's
inside.
going-
There's a
You're gonna
ding.
seduce the clerk?
Yes.
You hear like a bell ring as you walk inside, and it's filled with a bunch of old.
Is it like
antiques.
some old goblin?
You know this is set in 2020 on Earth.
I couldn't help it. It was
It's a midget. No.
The first thing Rogue does walking into the room is scan the area for threats, and then afterwards,
You don't see any. You don't see anybody in here.
Have I been here before?
gotcha.
Probably at least once.
I got you.
I don't know if antiques would intrigue Alfonso enough to go here often.
Have there been any underground dealings with this establishment?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, she turns to Catherine to see where she's gonna.
I just like looking at all the stuff. It's cool.
Hey, Patrick.
I see.
The owner's a little standoffish, but you know.
Yeah, I don't see them in here right now.
He's probably upstairs with his wife.
Hey, Patrick. If I put on my goggles and look around, what am I gonna see? As in, I put on the goggles and look around. Turn them on, look around.
I suppose you'll have to roll scan the area for that.
Fair enough. But there's no like obviously glowing things.
No.
You ruin all my fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a token for that
7.
7.
Okay, you have one question.
LOL.
What's hidden here?
Okay. So you're looking around, and you see in a display case, it's a rather. There are these 3 separate items. On top, you see a knife, an old like a long carving knife. Below that, you see an old chopping axe, old wood. This is one of the big 2-handed ones, and below that is an old walking cane. All 3 are glowing. The one on top is glowing is this rainbow color with its swirling paint. Below that, the axe head is covered in the static. Or no, cracks.
Like,
The cane.
Like-
Yes,
yeah,
the cane. The cane, the entirety of it is static.
Can I buy all 3 of them?
They don't seem to have a price tag on them. But you hear someone walking downstairs. Can I help you? And walking downstairs, you see this older man, graying, dark brown hair and a messy beard, and he has an eye patch over his right eye. Where his eye patch is, you see the socket is this cracked glass.
Like,
Yes. Walking downstairs, this man is wearing this messy, patchy pinstripe jacket.
Does he have any hidden weapons on him?
Not that you can see, if he has any.
He is the weapon. I'm,
Does
gonna-
he look
I gotta-
trained?
I'm gonna take off
No.
the goggles, I guess. and
How can I help
put them in
you?
my pocket.
Welcome to Timeless Trinkets. I am Richter Hydron. How can I help you?
Hi, Richter. How's it going?
Do I know you?
No.
Rogue
It
turns
said
to
your name, so I
Catherine.
said hi, because it's.
Catherine. Hello. Anything I can do for you? Oh, we're just looking. This is Alexa. Hello, Alexa. Welcome
Oh,
to
what's with this axe? Cool. What's the
Welcome to
backstory for
Timeless
that?
Trinkets. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Of course.
He walks over to the axe, and you see he like pulls out rag and polishes the case. What about it?
Where's it from?
It's an old family axe of mine. I don't remember where it came from. It's been in my family for a long time.
How long is a long time?
He doesn't remember.
A long time.
He said that already. He doesn't remember where it came from.
Catherine is just showing you,
Yeah,
Rogue, various old things. Letting Alfonso do his thing. Not wanting to get in the middle of it.
So I assume similar story with the other two things on either side.
The knife isn't from my family, it's from one of my old friends' families.
What was the name of that family?
The knife, Lane.
And the walking stick.
Hey, you mean.
Same old friend.
Same name or
Burke.
I take it since you said old friend those aren't for sale.
No.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah. Or at some point, Rogue kind of casts a glance over at Alfonso, like, everything good?
He is so thinking about something he doesn't notice,
Okay.
which
Well.
would be very unusual.
Yeah. But probably nothing's inherently wrong. If something was wrong, you'd probably let me know.
How'd you lose the eye?
It's not something people usually ask politely.
Well, I don't really. How would someone not?
Personal.
Ask? If I was missing an eye, I would just anticipate people asking me if I was.
It's personal.
Did you lose an eye?
Yes.
Okay.
If you keep up this line of questioning, I have in mind to just ask you to leave.
Okay.
Hey, Al, just drop it, okay? He just
I
goes.
like the axe.
He walks over behind the counter and sits down. Thank you.
So I've got a whisper to the other two people. Guys, that axe up there and his eye socket are both like John's.
Cracked glass?
The other two items on the other side of the axe are also not like John, but glowing, different colors.
Okay. That's weird.
Specifically, the shattered glass we kind of know was not a good thing.
Well, we can't. What do you want us to do? We can't do anything.
We don't think that's supposed to be here.
We'll just tell Archibald when we get back.
Especially considering the fact he said that axe has been in his family for longer than he can remember. He looks older than me, and
That's rude.
it's truthful. And second, that we've established that a fracture in glass is somehow connected to the end. It's the same visual effect as like the anatomy. You know that.
We'll have to come back
So how
later.
would that be before the end?
I don't know. We'll just have to come back later.
I'll keep an eye on him, I guess. Oh, we're here, but
I don't want to. I don't want to do anything that get like the cops called on us or something, or to make
Besides-
him mad.
Even if there is something going on here, it's probably best for us to just not let on that we know about it.
While we were having this conversation, I was pointing at like just various thingamajigs in the nearby area.
I wanted to come just to look at stuff. Now there's something here, so I want to leave.
Hey, can I hold the axe before we leave?
No,
Aw,
it's display only.
man. I can't. What?
You're ridiculous.
But if you never just held an axe and be like, man, that's a nice axe.
No.
Al, you're asking the wrong person.
Have you ever done that?
Yes, but she's not the right person to ask.
Admittedly, the knife looks much, much better. I imagine that would feel nice, but strangely enough, I'm not bothering the person who said they were display only to hold it.
Well, he didn't say they were display only until after I asked him. And I didn't see a sign, so I asked.
All right, let's go. Thank you, Mr. Hydran. Have a good day. You leave. Yes. Archibald.
And Mayor Myers.
Mayor Myers. Spell the word Hydra at an N.
Come here, boy.
What?
Hydra.
Yes.
The word Hydra both in hand.
Here, no, here, right there, to your left.
Thank you.
I am now Rogex. Oh shit!
Talk about a robe.
Been demoted to
It just means I have to change it real quick.
Finally, I have a name.
No, you don't. Don't
I'm
kid
spelling it
yourself.
incorrectly.
You should spell it
correctly.
That's how he spells it. Okay. So Archibald walks into Mayor Myers' office for his appointment,
Wearing his visor.
wearing your visor.
Yep.
Currently, I
2.0.
don't notice him at first. I seem to be on a phone call with someone or another.
Would
As you walk in and look at Mayor Myers with your visor, you see stars.
anything else?
On Mayor Myers, you see stars. And blue. And dark blue.
Ah, so my theory was correct.
You see, he's on the phone. He's puts me through. Thank you. Sorry, that was a.
To an architect about some construction.
Mm.
Hello,
Hello.
Archibald, Mr. Monroe.
He would take off the visor.
Did you see what you wanted to see?
Yes, I did.
What is it you need from me?
Well, I suppose we could start with
Go ahead.
how. What is your power?
What do you think it is?
I suspect that you have managed to make magic work to a limited extent. I've been told that's possible but dangerous.
You would
Although
be correctly informed.
I have no idea what your power is. It could be your longevity. But that could also be attributed to magic, so I'm uncertain.
I'm not sure if you should be informed of my ability.
Last I checked, the force you're connected to is dead. How does it work?
Death is simply the next stage. And you and I both know that. At least, I know that.
Not in terms of forces, not from what I've been told. From what I understand, their connections
They
vanish whenever they die. Or whenever, even if the force itself is transferred to another person. The energy.
Is that what
Another
you came here to
being.
discuss? The forces.
It's one thing.
The force I'm connected to, specific. That does inform me that you are aware of them now.
I am now.
You didn't
yes.
seem to be before.
I wasn't.
What changed? If I may ask.
I gained access to more information about the greater
Well-
world as it is, as it were.
I see. Then what am I connected to, Mr. Monroe?
The void and magic. Stars and blue. Dark blue.
One of them, magic, is only an adjacent. Simply from where I was born.
I was curious as to how you have two connections, two spirits. I have, from what I understand, that can be problematic. To say the
It can be, but magic is a special case. It's a
How so?
loophole. If you are born in a place with magic, you simply have an innate ability to use it. You simply have to learn.
That seems rather unfair, rather distinctly unfair.
That's all a matter of perspective. I consider it more of a unwanted necessity.
Would you get rid of it if you could?
No.
Then it's not unwanted.
You don't understand. It allows me to keep those I care about and places that I wish to keep safe. Safe.
Yes.
You may not
do-
have seen,
I mean, I'm
but
certain-
during that incident that I'm sure you had something to do with last week, I was protecting the town from the darkness energy trying to leave that facility
it is contained.
for now.
Yes, I have. Well, there we have. I
Permanently?
have access to a more permanent containment, but that's currently occupied by being known as the Reaper.
I see.
Yes, it is a darkness being, and we don't really have a way to send it back. And our intent, it seems we may intend to kill it, but that will take more preparation. Because we'll have to.
That
release
also might bring about unintended consequences.
it. That is absolutely true. Which is why, before we take any action regarding it,
Why do
we
you
will
trust
do
me
a
now?
significant amount of preparation.
What changed?
Bless you. Bless you again.
You do. you really do. I have been reminded of how dangerous my work can be. If,
Unchecked.
yes. And I can't completely negate the harm that it's caused sometimes. So I must utilize ethics and morality before I do things, which is complicated.
And not normal.
Yeah.
That was out of turn.
It was accurate. I would not completely. It's simply the UEG has ethics and morals, just simply different values. And it's practical in many ways,
And
but
skewed to personal
very
gain.
skewed.
Skewed to whoever's in charge's idea of the perfect world.
Which is typically for the greater good being us, our betterment, at any cost.
They're great good changes depending on who you ask.
Exactly.
Why did you come to me today?
To
Do you
learn
really
more
want-
about you. And to
As most
Help.
people do when they learn I'm not like the rest.
inform you at least somewhat on what's been happening. Because you do have a right to know, and as you said, you were protecting the town. And given the amount of power you must have had to expend in that, particularly considering that, was that using your power or magic?
Magic. My power
Then
is
that would
unrelated.
be, that was an excessively dangerous move then, using magic to such an extent.
It was. But worth it. What do you wanna know?
Can anyone else here use magic in this universe
No.
that you know of?
No,
No one in this town, certainly.
not that I'm aware of. And I'm aware of a lot.
What method exactly are you using to...
I will keep that to myself.
Is it that could someone else who comes here that has the power to use magic, could they also use their magic around you? Or is it limited to exclusively
They don't need to
you?
be around me.
How close?
The town.
The entire town.
It's the only way I'll be able to keep it safe is if I don't need it to be around me.
Okay.
I have to be
So it's
able
a
to use it
specific-
everywhere.
So it's only in the town.
It's the extent that it's able to go.
And what are the risks?
Constant maintenance.
Mm.
Must constantly be maintained, and if it is not, daily. If it's not, there's a risk of backlash. Being overblown,
Are you
or
aware that there's a video of you creating a portal? Stepping through it.
excuse me.
It was sent to a friend of mine on a particular theory website.
I see. No, I was not aware of this.
Archie would pull out his his phone and show him the video.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I thought you should be aware of it. It's unlikely that it's going to be widely
You know who sent
circulated.
it?
We don't know, right? Or what's their username? Do they have a... Okay.
Probably be just anonymous.
We do not. We know that someone has been giving John tips.
So John's the one who was given it.
Yes, I decided there's no real point in hiding that.
Fair enough, I guess.
Probably should have asked them before I revealed their information. I will not disclose any more information about any others. Because I
Nor
haven't
would I
asked them.
ask. I would prefer to ask them myself.
Yes. I will have to apologize to John later. I don't think he'll mind, but I should have asked.
As long as it's not out in the world, I don't see it as much of a big deal.
I figured that would be the case, but it's better that you know.
If they were going to reveal it, they would have revealed it.
Yes. So, you retain your connection to the void. Does that mean it remains?
Not the void itself, just its ability to have connections.
How?
Its life force, its existence.
Essence.
Yes. Still exists somewhere, and I have tasked someone with retrieving it. You do not need to worry. You do not need to think about it. But I figured it'd be worth you being aware. This being, the void, is not malicious. It simply exists, or existed.
Would that match up with what Zax would have told me about the void? Okay.
It's not malicious. It is not against anyone or anything, really. It simply it simply existed. And it was trying to prevent the end.
Hmm.
By any means necessary.
And this person that you have tasked with finding the essence, are they
Yes.
trustworthy?
I used to think so. But now I'm not so sure.
I hope you're keeping an eye on them then, if that's within your capabilities.
Currently is technically not a literal eye.
Interesting.
If you want to go back to anyone else, and then we can continue this. I'm just letting you know.
I know what I'm doing.
I know.
Oh.
I know you should. I know you.
I don't. I've already forgotten most of the things I intended to talk to him about. Do you remember anything?
You didn't tell me anything.
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, well,
No.
I
I told you to tell me. You did not.
So, back to. I suppose I should tell you about that incident.
I would very much
Are you
appreciate that.
familiar with the shadow orb?
Very, very little, if any. I didn't need to know.
Actually, I forgot to ask you about this. What information would Zax have had on it?
Very little.
Okay.
About
Okay,
as much as Jonathan could give you.
Oh yeah, we'd asked that in the last
Right,
segment.
Patrick? Very little.
All I know is that it contains the seed of a new darkness. Would that be accurate to what I know? Okay.
Would Jonathan be aware of this? Okay.
All right. The potential for a new force.
Yes.
The power of a new force.
Which is very dangerous and should not be kept in. I don't know what the word is. Prying hands. Prying eyes.
Yeah.
Just not
Yes.
should be kept away from prying eyes.
Yes. I have been studying. Oh, so back to that's the object that had crashed outside the city.
That's not
meteor.
surprising. Would
The-
explain why the UAG was so interested in it.
It began. They took Catherine and the Reaper. The Reaper is a being that was in Kane Labs, held in the shell of the catalyst, stored,
Interesting.
trapped there by Malcolm Kane.
That I was not aware of.
It broke free a few days before the incident and was influencing various individuals around the city, or the town. Most notably, Catherine and, well, our favorite UEG agent who did not show up to the meeting.
Right. I see.
And also Matthias, the leader of a local cloud cell.
Was I aware of this? No. And nor was I told at the town meeting either.
No.
You were not.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
It's
something
too late for that.
that was. No, he knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Excuse me.
Yes. Project Enigma. They have it's a experimental protecting specials from the UEG sort of thing. They have a bunker.
Where? Please.
He would give them he would give the location.
Thank you.
Please, you didn't get it from me.
No, of course. And nor would I give this information to the UAG.
That's the only reason I'm giving it to you, because I know that you have this town's best interest in mind and you do not agree with the UEG. Particularly on specials.
Especially.
There's only
Has your mind
one
changed?
that I consider
Has your
a
mind
threat
changed,
in that base.
Archibald?
I don't know yet. It's not what it was.
Do you know what it is?
I no longer believe that all specials are threats. That they're all weapons.
They can be, but as can all people.
Silas alone was enough to dissuade me of that. Some of them are afflicted with their powers as much as anyone else.
John.
I don't like it when I'm distinctly the only person unmuted.
What are you doing, John?
Um,
You're going out to go find something.
assuming I've already gotten food. I am probably found something to eat in the mall food court because afterwards I'm going to Kane Labs and it's close. And then I'm going to finish my food, trash it, and then just. Oh, that was weird. Sorry. Wait. Okay, there we go. I could see the
There's wires in between me and what changed.
two views of us on the bottom were clipped through each other. So I saw like us, and then overlaid on it was like some of what
Yeah,
Ryan
it
was
a
doing.
little bit off. Yeah. Lol.
I am distinctly throwing my food away. I'm assuming putting my tray.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you said 2 stories, right?
Yeah.
2 floors.
The bottom floor is mainly
Food.
is the food, and top floor is.
I'm
all
assuming it's like
stores.
most of the places like our mall
Yeah. Typical.
give you a
Oh.
little tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tossing my food and putting the tray on top of the trash where they go. And then sneaking down to Kane Labs through, I'm assuming there's like,
Yeah.
I've
so
been
you
down there
go
before,
out,
so.
find
Not
the
seeing any
tunnels.
don't be suspicious.
You see that the
Don't be
door to the
suspicious.
tunnel is already open when you get there.
I am then, after seeing that,
Reminder, I did give you a replica of the lightning.
oh right,
What do you mean by lightning rod? The
Lightning rod.
the
It can
thing,
absorb
the one
and
oh
emit
that one. I
electricity.
gotcha.
yeah,
Hey, you dropped
Anyway.
it.
Yeah, lightning.
Yes. Anyway,
okay, then I'm,
you should probably write that down.
I have it written down.
Okay.
I forgot that I had lightning rod temp written down for like temporary. I didn't realize he gave it to me permanently.
I gave you a replica.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a nice big rod too.
Anyway,
Yeah, I do. I'm then
that was moved.
after seeing that, I am
Anyway.
going to I'm not entirely sure what I should, because I could either pull my gun and go in or pull the lightning rod out, or I could do both. But if I do both, I don't have room in my hands for a flashlight, which is probably pretty important down here, because I would assume there's not much for either lighting or natural lighting. Do I see any lights through the doorway? Like, is it like, can I see a flashlight moving around?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna assume this person's an idiot, and I'm going to, not as bad. I'm going to walk through the doorway. I'm assuming roll hide from view, and try to like sneak up and like see who it
We'll
is.
hide from view.
They know I'm here. I rolled a 5.
You peer around the corner. Oh fuck. And
I do
inside,
everything.
turning around, you see Agent Vladislav.
Oh,
Hello, John.
oh. I thought you were someone. I didn't know who you were, but I thought you were someone that's not a good person to have down here. Hi, how's it going?
I am investigating Kane Labs. It was a place of interest many years ago from old agents. Or not. Agents no longer assigned to entity points.
Makes sense. It's a weird place.
Yes, I've not found much of interest. Do you know how that computer was broken? It seems fresh.
The one that's
Wouldn't
looks
that have
like
been
it's
like 2-3 weeks ago? No?
It'd been like a week ago.
yeah, but
basically,
everything else
a week
down
and a half.
here is like dozens of years old.
There aren't so many shards. There aren't so many dust on the shards.
The one that looks like it's got
It's
a
not as
hole punched
dusty.
through it.
Yes.
A hole got punched through it.
By who? Do you know?
Yeah,
Was it the brute?
yeah.
That makes sense. That is a shame.
Yeah.
Not much to salvage down here.
Word of advice: next time you come down here, you
Why
might.
would I be down here more than once?
Well, if you go
I am
anywhere
thorough.
and at any point, you might close the door behind you, because I saw your flashlight before I came in.
I do not care if someone knows I
All right. Good for you. I would.
Why?
I don't want to get shot.
Okay. Who would shoot you?
The police. Legally speaking, this is trespassing,
Okay.
and
You have done many illegal things. Why would you care?
I guess you have a point.
John
I
be
have
like,
jurisdiction
"Oh."
over them.
Oh yeah, true. Fair.
I have fake FBI badge.
Did he say that in a like thick Russian accent?
Yes.
I have fake FBI badge.
I have FBI.
Yes, he
It's
did.
fake.
I have fake
Did,
FBI
did he like
badge.
flash it to
He had,
show
like-
me? What's it? Does it look like really crude and handmade?
No, it looks like a perfect
Oh, it
FBI
would be
badge.
really funny. You've
But-
seen
but
Benchwarmers,
why
right?
would the
It'd be really
FBI
funny if it was like the
exist?
fucking like I am 13 thing.
There's still certain branches of the government that still exist.
Yeah.
They simply don't function the same way anymore, or have the same power they once did.
You want a Snickers?
Yeah.
I want a snickle.
You look hungry. Eat a snack.
No.
You look hungry. Eat a snack.
So
Um.
I suppose you've been down here many a time.
Yeah.
What for?
Same thing you're doing, looking for stuff. Information.
Haven't found it.
Kane Labs is really good about hiding stuff, and I'm not thorough.
He turns around and walks into the room that you know to be the old lab area.
That's a lab.
I know. I've been in this room.
I thought you were thorough.
I heard you as soon as I walked into the room. Dumkopf.
Wait, what did you say?
Said Dumkopf. Yes, that's right. That is German, but he still likes using it.
I legit thought you said Jago.
Would. He would.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Are you, as the Americans say, slow? Aren't you supposed to be a professional?
Yeah. I mean, I've been out of the game for a few years, but
And yet you are still not thorough.
I have all the time in the world to look for what's in here. I can't do it all at once.
You think you have all the time in the world?
I have for the past week.
Oh no, a week. There are threats around every corner. There's going to be more. Your cozy little corner of the world will be threatened once more. Always will.
That rhymed.
Thank you.
I didn't say that. It was supposed to be to Patrick.
You gotta clarify, bro.
It's bless you.
That's for you.
Stop. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
And Vladislav's going to just look around the lab, investigate every corner he can.
I'm fairly certain I've already taken the most important thing out of said lab.
And what was that?
Oh, that was not in character.
Okay.
That was to Patrick. I'm fairly certain I've
Have
already.
you
taken-
found anything down here?
Not recently, no. I found some files on like old experiments, but those happened. God,
Yes. May I see them?
I don't have them on me.
And where would they be?
I do not know where the physical files are anymore.
Okay. Fine. He's just like
I'm not
opening. He's
lying.
opening many various drawers and cabinets, and just looking through everything.
I'm going to, because I already looked at this room. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
It appears you have missed something.
What's that?
You see, he pulls out looks to be a business card. Interesting.
Is a business card
Yes.
for whom?
Someone by the name of Mason Kane.
Son of a bitch. That was not in character. That was
Yeah.
not in character.
Would you know? Do you
Uh,
know someone of that name?
I know a Malcolm Kane.
I do not.
What?
I have not heard of Mason Kane.
I found oh god. UEG files referring to a Mason, but nothing crazy super specific.
Mm-hmm.
It's always really
Yes.
vague.
I assume you mean Kane Labs files, not UEG files.
Yeah, Kane Lab files. I know what's this guy's occupation again?
He is an agent of Infinity.
So he knows about the multiple different universes.
Yes.
So he knows there's a universe. This is 1B, right? So he
Yes.
knows there's a universe 1A.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does John know that
I
there is
believe
a
so.
Mason Kane in universe 1A?
I don't know. I don't think that was ever established.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. But what?
I vaguely remember that.
I don't remember if it was.
I don't remember
That was
We-
discussed out of game.
We established there was a Daniel in 1A. But I don't think
Don't
we
I
ever
know that
established
Malcolm
Daniel.
Kane from 1A came here?
Yes.
Do I know that?
Yes.
Does John know that?
Yes.
Okay. I do know that Universe 1A's Malcolm Kane came to Universe 1B.
Yes, and he died, killed by unknown.
Maybe he used Mason as an alias while he was here. It's the
That's
only
not
thing-
in the reports.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
You know, the
because-
Infinity agents were here at the time he was here. He made it very clear who he was. So I doubt it.
Yeah, he
I'll
seems
have to
cocky.
run this. You see, he pulls out. Basically, it takes a quick scan of it. I have no need of this anymore.
Is there like a phone number or something on it?
Yeah.
Contact info. Okay, I'm gonna wait to call that number until he leaves because I don't want to call it and then my phone rings. I feel like that'd be hilarious. Do I recognize the phone number?
It looks like yours, yes.
Son of a bitch.
I'm surprised the Infinity agent didn't call it. Just saying.
You might still.
That's for later. He
Oh,
wouldn't do it. Just
right.
like John's not gonna do it in front of him, he's not gonna do it in front of John.
I call it, he calls it at the same time.
This line is busy.
Please call again later. Huh.
That's weird. Well,
It appears you weren't. Well, there's nothing else here. Good day.
Have a nice day, Gladys, though. If you haven't had lunch yet, the food court's got decent Italian
I
food.
have eaten. I'm not a fan of Italian.
Last time you met a Russian dude who liked Italian food.
I don't know. I was just
When's
taking a
the
shot.
last time you went to a restaurant that liked Italians?
When was the last time? Yeah.
World War II. World War II to answer that question.
When's the last time you met an Italian?
Italians.
You're right.
Early World War II, to clarify, not late.
Well,
When's the last time you met?
when's
Never.
the last time?
When?
What?
Whoa. Anyway, so
Time.
Vladislav leaves.
Okay. I am not going to look where I was planning on looking until after I know for sure he's been gone for a little while. Because considering the fact that he's a agent for Infinity and likely has a decent amount of spy training, if I was him, I wouldn't immediately leave either. So I'm just gonna, like he was, dig through some filing cabinets, see if there's anything interesting that I haven't found. I'm assuming roll.
Roll scan the area.
Scan the area.
Even if you roll well, it doesn't mean you'll find anything.
Not bad. I rolled a 5.
Well, you got experience,
Yay! I got experience again.
but you did not find anything.
I've been getting a decent amount of experience this session.
That means you've just been rolling really badly.
It's because I'm using someone else's dice. So I'm gonna roughly how long would I wait? Would you say?
It's up to you, really. There be if you clearly portray that you have not found anything. If he was watching you, he probably would not stay very long.
I'd look around, just aimlessly, essentially. Not really finding much. I'll go look to see if there's anything that I can pull from the broken computer that was punched a hole through. I'm assuming there wouldn't be.
You already took the hard drive.
How did Vladislav not notice that? Out of curiosity.
Who says he didn't?
Fair enough.
Why would he mention if he did? And then I'm going to
You did mention a hard copy of the files you found to him.
Yeah.
That you didn't know where it was.
We're gonna be talking to him again later. I'm going to then
Dude, you
just for shits and giggles.
you pull out the business card, look at it.
Yeah, examine
It
it.
seems new.
Is there an email on it, or is just a phone number?
There'd be an email.
Is it also my email?
It's very similar, if not the same.
It's actually 3 letters off.
3 letters. It's not at gmail.com, it's at Yahoo.
Well, actually, it would be
At
It's
Hotmail.
.net.
yours would be like J Smith something something. This would be M Kane,
But the something is the same.
pretty much. Yeah.
.net instead of
J Smith 42069 at Gmail, MKN 42069 at Gmail.
No,
I'm
business card.
it's a Kane Labs business card.
I'm assuming there's no address.
There's an address for Kane Labs, which is where you are currently.
Like if there's an address, is it my old apartment?
No, the address is for
Okay.
the mall where
Uh,
Kane Labs was built.
I'm just gonna walk along the walls, like knocking against them to see if there's any part that's very distinctly hollow.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
I genuinely don't know how long to wait because I feel like if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go look at the computer, Patrick's gonna be like, aha, I got you.
Gotcha.
Trust me, Ryan would think the same thing.
Never trusted
Don't trust Patrick.
Ryan has said,
He's an
never trust Patrick NPCs to do what they're supposed to do. And I'm like, I don't know. They've always done what they're supposed to do. What they're supposed to do is what I want them to do.
You just don't like it.
You just don't like what I want.
There's the like cocoon looking thingy that you mentioned.
He took.
Okay, that's distinctly gone.
Yes.
Okay. That's in the lab, right?
Well, no, that was where the computer was.
Okay. Are there any other rooms that I haven't like thoroughly explored? yet?
The last one would be where the error shards were found in this interrogation room. But that's pretty much it. It's just the table and chairs.
Is there any blood in the interrogation room, like dried?
Yes.
I'm just gonna, for shits and giggles, take a sample of it.
It's dried. How are you going to take a sample of dried blood?
What?
How are you taking a sample of it?
Just gonna scrape it up.
Okay.
See what Archie can pull from it. I mean, probably something. And just gonna like wander.
Okay.
Give it like a solid 30 minutes of me not finding anything, and then I'm going to distinctly go to where I pulled the hard drive from, the computer, and check if it's got any because I was relatively rushed the first time I went through. Check if it's got any backup hard drives that I didn't notice, or any backup anything.
Make a cognition roll.
Joke's on you. There's a spot for a backup hard drive,
But it's
freshly tampered with.
It's freshly been removed.
There's actually a note.
Oh shit, that's a 12, baby.
Just gotcha.
That's a 12, baby.
There's been a freshly removed hard drive.
Son of a
That would've been
bitch.
Awesome.
There's been a freshly removed hard drive.
you should have done what he said.
What did you say?
So there's a note that says should have been thorough the first.
He's standing at the end of the hallway. Should have been thorough.
He just takes off running.
Yeah.
Shit.
Cool. Then I guess I'm going to, Are there any other computers anywhere?
Nope, that was it.
There's one in your pocket.
Oh my god.
Oh, I tell him. Alright, I'm gonna wait until he leaves.
Hey, wait.
and then-
Technically, because of how his power works,
I didn't experience him taking it, so I can't really.
but you experienced it being there. Whenever you were there the first time.
Oh, I-
That was not this session.
That was definitely not this session.
So we're limiting it to in the session then.
Has been the whole time.
Yeah, it's been for always.
Idiot.
Yeah, you
Hey.
dumbass. No. I'm going to then would there be a backup hard drive?
An assistant backup hard drive.
Wait a second.
Is there a soft drive?
My wiener.
Yeah, me too,
I-
Ryan.
I'm gonna
You went.
I'm just gonna like grab. I'm assuming since it was punched through, there's like shards of metal on the
Yeah.
gun. I'm gonna grab one, and, like wedge it in between, like in the casing, and like pop the back off to see if there are any like because secret organization that likes hiding things. Hard copies on the internet or on like computers are really bad, so I'm seeing if there's any like papers stuffed inside of the computer. Like, hidden.
Unfortunately, you do not find
There you don't
things.
find
Guess you weren't thorough.
There's a note that says should have been thorough with like a crudely drawn picture of paper.
It says was here. And it's just like an empty note.
Vladislav
B was here.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just
just
like
gonna
the
School
vector.
is dumb. DUM.
SKOOL.
Yeah.
I'm gonna then pull my phone out and send an email to the email because I recognize the phone number. If I call it, nothing happens.
Okay.
But I'll probably give it a call on the way back just for shits and giggles. I'll shoot it an email.
You keep saying
It's a turn of
What do you say?
I hate Vladislav.
Vladislav is a dumb loser.
Clonar.
I'm going to send. Oh well, I have to look at this.
You can read it aloud.
No. We'll do it later, or show it to me right now. Hey.
There's a chair there.
No.
No, according to him, there isn't a chair there.
John be like,
Anyway, so
Uh,
do you say?
I'm saying, because, uh, I'm assuming John would know that, confusing, suspicious emails are more likely to get replies than just a "Hi, this is blank. How are you doing?" I'm just going to send like no subject line, no header, all body, just "I know who you are. Send." And I'm creating a burner email for it.
Okay.
I'm not sending it from my actual email because
you should make him personable for that one, Ted.
email Vladislav loves cake 123. Yeah, that's the burner email. Vladislav loves cake.
08 at gmail.com. At hotmail.com.
Vladislav loves cake 42069
It's a really long start, bro. At hotmail.com.
at hotmail.
At Yahoo.
Dude, at AOL.net.
So you send.
Yes.
There's no response.
Do I receive an email?
No.
Um,
For at least 5 minutes. Then you just get, "Hello, John."
Mhm.
Fuck. In which case, we'll shift
Ah, give up.
over to Alfonso, Rogue, and Catherine.
I distinctly made the burner.
You got caught.
You
It's
went out.
Jonathan. It's Jonathan. Patrick, it's Jonathan.
Should have been thorough.
It's Jonathan?
Yeah, you Rogue is there now. The name hasn't changed.
Catherine's going to take you to the Bullseye Arcade.
Ooh.
Gives you a handful of quarters. Because these are games.
Okay.
You can play them for fun. Don't break anything. You put a quarter in. You can play it until you lose.
All right. He puts one in.
It's like Pac-Man or something.
Yeah. She's bad at Pac-Man.
Yeah, she's
Uh,
really bad at it.
She has a way to take over. It's like, that's cheating.
That'll
Yeah.
occupy her for a while.
Yeah. Do either of the other two join in on the arcade games, or what are y'all up to?
Catherine
I'm
did hit.
still holding the stone. Haven't eaten it, by the way.
So as Rogue's off doing that, are you going to eat that?
Walks over to the trash can.
No. So, Al, please just eat it.
Hey, Patrick, is there food at this arcade?
Yes.
Just throw it away and buy a burger.
That is exactly what I'm gonna do. Just
I bought
Push
that
it.
for you for a reason.
I'm not gonna go buy food.
You asshole. She falls over as you go by like a burger, a cheap, bad burger.
That's the name of it, the Mad Burger.
No, it's an arcade burger. They're not good.
The name of it is Arcade Burger, though.
Yes. No, that's the Bullseye. It's not it's not like Bullseye. It's Bull's Eye. Arcade.
I would prefer ribeye, but you know, hey, meat, Jim.
Why'd you do that?
Do it.
Why did you do that?
You know, I'm just thankful that it was. Oh, this is cat. Okay, I thought you were paying Patrick and asking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why did you throw away the scone? I bought that for you from the bottom of my heart.
You know, from what I've been told, scones are really bad for you.
So is a burger.
It has meat.
So?
Allegedly has meat. I should clarify.
It looks like meat.
I haven't figured out if it tastes like meat yet. So I'm trying to work that one out. But
What would you rather me have bought for you? For food?
nothing.
A burger?
Nope, would have thrown that away.
Are you not? Why?
Spite?
What have I done to make you feel
Pettiness?
spiteful?
You should know this by now, Catherine. Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
I have been there for you for years. Why the hell would you feel spiteful?
There does not have to be a reason for me to be petty and spiteful. Don't take it personally. It's just,
That's just who you are.
it was an opportunity and I took it. Okay, that's it was there.
Uh-huh.
Also, this burger tastes like shit. That I want to eat it.
I don't know what to do with you.
Maybe I should go buy a scone.
You are in a... What the fuck? No, you fucker. I swear. God damn it.
How many kids in the arcade heard that?
A bit too many. Rogue didn't hear it, though.
Sorry.
No, I'm focused on Galaga. I'm much better at Galaga.
Yeah, oh yeah, way better at Galaga. It's more your thing. Doom. You love Doom.
In the arcade, there are kids.
She like grabs you and just pulls you off to the side. I know there's fucking kids. Why the hell did you do that? Why would you? I think I should buy a scone.
It was funny. I'm enjoying
You're
this
gonna
too much.
give me an aneurysm.
I'm gonna give you a what?
An aneurysm.
I did not.
You're going to.
What is that?
It's like a brain thing. I don't know.
Brain.
You're gonna give me a migraine. You know what that is? How do you not know what an aneurysm? Never mind.
I did not get trained to know things about people's brains.
No, we're trained on where to shoot their brains.
Yeah.
She just slowly shakes her head at you and
Puts like the 3/4 of the burger in the trash can because it tastes like shit. Like that's not against you. That was just a terrible burger. That was a bad decision to buy that.
really, I could have told you.
Hey, you wanna go get something to eat? My treat and all.
Are you asking me to go get something to eat with you?
I was just hoping that would, because I would eat it.
Uh-huh. Are you asking me to go eat something with you?
No, I was saying I was gonna go buy a better burger somewhere else. Yeah. Offering for you to come. Because
Yeah,
I
that looks at
don't
Rogue. I gave her plenty of quarters. She'll be here a while. We'll be back.
Alfonso looks over. She's already at the high score in Galaga. God,
Off to Doom.
Yeah.
do you think she's cheating right now?
I just think she's that good.
Okay. I do notice the group leave, and I consider following, but
But Galaga.
and then I.
But
I'm
Doom.
like, maybe they want to go do something together. So I'll let the two. I'm like, yeah, they're probably safe with Alfonso around. So okay.
And you're safe by yourself, so.
I know that depends on how focused.
Yeah, that's fair. How focused in Doom are you?
Never focused enough not to be.
Well, you have the computer. So
Yeah, she's always a little paranoid about being stabbed.
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Okay. So, the best place to get burgers around here is the Dwarf Diner.
Dwarf diner
Yes. I don't know why it's called that.
wouldn't let me make a joke about a goblin.
This is Catherine.
21st century.
Catherine didn't name it
Why'd you name it?
because I was 17 when I named it. Yeah. So, you take Catherine to the Dwarf Diner. These are the good burgers. I want that one.
Okay. Hey, can I have one of that one?
Okay, do you want something else?
That was for her. I was just quoting her exact thing. As she
Okay, what
pointed
else do you want?
Very nondescriptly at the menu and said, "I want that."
I want the number 3.
There we go. Details. Let's have number 1. Classic.
He brings it up and goes to the back or puts the order in. The cook gets on it. Catherine just goes and sits down in one of the booths. Or it's more.
Yeah, I was about to say, how's that
Yeah,
doing,
tap the
Catherine?
table with both hands right now.
Arm feeling any better recently?
It feels oddly numb, but at the same time, it hurts to move.
So, nerve damage?
Well, my arm got ripped off and then was honestly a little amateurly put back on, but so there's probably a little nerve damage. I think honestly it might hurt like this for the rest of my life.
Cripple.
Hey,
Sorry, couldn't help it. It was there. I had to say it.
I'm not a cripple. It still works. It just hurts.
Yeah, fair enough.
Why are you like this?
I don't know.
Who hurt you?
Everybody.
Didn't hurt you. Wait, don't bring up the slap.
You
Okay, no,
slapped me.
no. That's not.
Publicly.
God, no, that's not what I meant. You knew that.
Are you referring to all the verbal insults while we were at the coffee diner earlier?
That's just how you talk.
You and Rogue were double teaming me. Cheaters.
You deserved it.
I just said the coffee would have an unknown effect on her due to her unique existence.
Yeah. And then she made sugar with some coffee.
That was disturbing to watch.
It was. That was a lot of sugar. I didn't know that cup could hold that much sugar.
I'm surprised it dissolved in the coffee.
I know.
The cup was like overflowing. She was still.
There's a lot of creamer and sugar.
I feel like we just took the sugar packets and we're just like, no.
No, she just kept getting up and grabbing some off the counter.
And we were just like, stop it.
Hey, no, stop it. Get some help.
It's like, I know I said I ate an entire bag of gummy bears and that's what I needed for 2 days, but what you're doing right now is unhealthy.
Yeah. After a little bit, you get your burgers and sit down. This is a good burger. This is how you make burgers.
It's a good burger? Yeah.
A good burger. Sorry, every single time you say good burger, that's what I think.
I know.
What's that from? I
A
can't...
movie called
It's a
Good
Nic-
Burger.
It's a,
That-
Nic-
oh,
it's a
that-
Nickelodeon thing, I think.
Oh, right.
It's been a long time since we've gotten to do anything.
Well, I mean, we've done a lot of things, most of it nearly dying, but
It's been a while since we've been able to do something without dying.
hey, neither of us have died yet, so no, it hasn't.
That is a win.
It's still been a long time since either of us have died.
Yeah, and honestly, I could be immortal. I've never died yet.
Challenge accepted.
No, hey, no. No, I mean, like, we used to do stuff all the time, and then the group got together in that. It feels like, even though it's only been like 2 weeks, it feels like it's been a long time since me and you have been able to do anything without the threat of death.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you haven't been able to do anything without the threat of death, and like, I don't know,
Yeah.
since you became a terrorist and all that. Sorry, my bad, Torellian.
Since I became a Turellian.
Favorite one of Constance's words so far.
The best one he's ever come up with. Turellian. It's so weird.
It's a fun word, though.
It's because he doesn't want to say terrorist. Oh, right. Terrorist rebel. Never mind. That's. Oh my god. That's. Just a few moments of awkward silence in the in between them.
I think Rogue's gonna beat the high score.
Probably already has. Honestly, she might have beat the score and then beat her score. I wouldn't be surprised.
So does it count as cheating if you're like a superhuman?
I don't know.
Because like she's designed to have better reflexes than other people.
Yeah,
So is that
I don't know.
is that cheating?
We need to get her to start playing like really hard games, see how it works.
Doom.
Doom is not hard. Doom is like a fairy.
Level.
Ugh. Honestly, she might love like games like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that.
Hanzo's hot. I mean, what?
What?
Hanzo's from Overwatch.
I thought you said Fonzo referring to my character, and I got very concerned.
Hanzo is so hot.
Yeah, I thought he was referencing my character at first, and I was like, what?
You seen?
Let me get some water.
I see Alfonso's being very awkward right now.
I don't have anything to talk about. I don't know what I'm out of topics. That was all of the
He's
topics.
so autistic.
He's so you.
No, after you get your water and sit back down, Catherine like puts her arms on the table because resting one of them. What?
Put your arm on it.
I said arms. She puts both of them on the table. What? It's still on the table.
Like takes it off and puts it on the.
The arm was successfully reattached.
Maybe not. Well, it was reattached.
It was reattached.
At least.
It's not perfect, but it's there.
Fuck. Damn it! I hit the microphone.
Weird question.
Uh-huh.
What was it like being possessed?
It was awful. It was like something else was. It was like I had to watch my body get controlled.
That's weird.
They played like one of those, like a third-person video game. It's like I was the camera.
Wait, so you can see the back of your own
Yes,
body?
it was so weird.
That is weird.
Felt bad.
Yes.
Nothing.
Okay.
What? What do you keep looking at me saying?
Well, I'm done eating, so
Yeah. We
you
should.
wanna go make sure Rogue hasn't killed anybody yet?
That'd probably be a good idea.
Okay.
And they go back. Rogue has not killed anybody,
Man, she's lost $20.
but has got a lot of tickets.
Give me a new bag of gummy bears with that.
The first thing she does when she sees you see a moment where she's assessing. She looks at the two of you and she's like, "Is everything okay? Everyone's still alive? No one's panicked? Okay." And then like after the moment of like,
Processing.
It's like that.
yeah, and then back to a much more normal, or I guess
Yeah.
more normal for this week, expression of hers. She walks back over to the two of you. Here, just a handful of just tickets, just streaming out of your
Get a
hands.
bag of gummy bears for that.
I know. That's what I was thinking about.
I figure you can use this for the.
I'll be good on a food for no solid
Hey,
2
no, we eat
weeks.
real food.
There's also rubber sticky hands. I figure you can cause chaos with those.
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh, you better believe it.
Nothing over there looked like I would want it, but
Yeah.
it looks like if I walked into your room and saw a drawer full of things that you shouldn't have, they would all be in that cabinet.
I would like to think I am We're so slightly more sophisticated than what's in that cabinet.
Look in the cabinet.
It's like rubber band guns and
You thought they get a you.
it's one, there's one of those like shock hand things.
Yeah, because that's the stuff you should have.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm catching up with you.
I feel like he's distinctly tried to take a gun.
This is
Oh,
just
go
an
ahead. I
opinion.
want.
I feel like he has distinctly tried to take a gun from a police officer, but using one of like the T-Rex mouth closed arm thing. He's like
Yeah.
trying to like catch it.
Yeah, I have a feeling he probably.
almost there.
Almost got it.
Well, the one
Yeah.
the officer's just standing there.
You have foot over there? No. We can go back now. I think I'm peopled out from outside.
Most certainly getting one of the sticky.
Get to see him.
Sticky hand.
You get one of them. It's like it's decently big. Shut up.
This was fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
We should. I know that sometimes we're busy with, life-threatening things and all, but
Yeah.
when we're not, we should do this more often.
Yeah, it's nice. Get away from it all.
It's so weird. You're 2 years old. Oh man, that's a mess every time.
Yeah.
It's like I look at you. You're an adult. You say something that's like a
It
teenager.
feels like I'm your
and then you
mom.
act like
Oh, weird.
I don't know. It just feels like I'm her mom.
I
How
guess.
I'm acting
it's weird.
is weird.
I guess maybe it's not a bad thing. I mean, I had fun today.
I mean, you do need parental figures in your life. Having never had them, or who they were terrible people.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't consider Tracy a parental figure.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Um,
actually meet her?
Yeah,
Oh.
she was the one who made me.
What's she like,
Um,
if you remember?
I do. She's obsessive, like, I don't know, all the worst traits of Archibald. The person we all thought Archibald
So
was.
she's Archibald.
No, Archibald.
She's who, from what you're saying, she is who everyone would think Archibald acts
Who
before meeting him.
who I used to treat him as. Tracy.
That,
Oh right,
doesn't-
yeah. I forgot they were like in a lovers triangle.
that
makes
doesn't
sense.
surprise me.
Yeah, that does make sense. They would be in a lovers triangle with that. Like,
And you guys are going back to the bunker as you're talking.
So, yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot, and maybe since, Archibald changed, maybe she could too, but she
I
is,
doubt it.
she's the thing that makes me hate the UEG like I do.
And hopefully we can bring her down.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
Preferably without killing her, but I'm not
I mean,
opposed to
we
it.
did kind of figure out she is like a direct descendant of God. So, good luck.
Rogue X is going to stay notably silent on without killing her.
He said, but I'm not opposed to it.
And yeah, Rogue X is just going to abstain from
Mm.
comment.
So, noticeably, you don't even have to roll. As soon as after Catherine said that, Rogue kind of shuts down from the conversation after that point. Yeah, did I say something wrong?
No. I mean, anyway, yeah, no, the UEG, well, it's got a lot of people
Like,
on it, that's for
intentionally
sure.
start walking slowly, the two of them, to be slightly behind them.
Uh-huh.
Immediately, Rogue X, turns to look to see if there's something that she should be,
No.
Cheer you on.
careful
Keep
about.
on.
No, it's just Alfonso, you can tell he's just like,
Yeah.
I'm not getting in this.
The slowdown immediately, her first thought was, oh, is there a sniper? And then
Yeah.
she was like, okay, we're good. And then back to normal again.
Said Jonathan the whole time.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this arcade and antiques and stuff, it's It's good too. I
Nice to do something normal.
I guess that would be what that is, isn't it? It feels, I don't know, very abnormal, but yeah, I don't know, strange in a good way.
Yeah,
Admittedly,
that
I'm
makes sense.
much less comfortable, and I don't know. Maybe you would have rather had this outing without having to reassure me that there's no poison in the coffee, but
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it was okay. It's
yeah.
nice. This was nice. I'm glad we did this.
I'd be down to make some dinner for this evening if you guys want to try something.
Sure.
You got your requests?
I really want some spaghetti.
Okay.
You're not gonna really go for a scone.
No. I'm not encouraging this. This is.
Way to not take the bait.
It's really hard. It's really hard not to.
He's very good at it.
He is very good at it.
I'm gonna be bringing up scones as often as possible. Now you know that, right?
Constance is going to be so confused.
Yes, he will.
Bringing up scones.
So
Hungry.
you
So
make it.
how far behind am I at this point?
Not, you just like keep slowly getting further
Yeah,
away.
like 5-ish feet behind
Scone
him.
generation.
I'm gonna smack Catherine in the ass with a sticky hand and then take off running.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna take the sticky hand and smack Catherine in the ass. I am a child. Because I'm like standing behind her, so I'm just like, and then I'm gonna run back towards the mall.
So, ow! Ow! She just starts running after you.
And they're
Rogex
not dating.
takes up after because why not?
Not.
There is no romantic interest there at all whatsoever.
Oh, I didn't specify. That was because I am a child with a sticky hand. There's no other reason for that.
Sure.
And you know what little boys do when they like a girl?
Pull her hair.
Pull
Yep.
her hair.
And I have
Smack him with
specifically
sticky hand.
Not pulled her hair.
Exactly.
No, to be fair, what
Throw rocks.
little boys do with sticky hands is smack everything.
That's true. Any and every surface until it gets stuck to the ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so
Inevitably.
true.
But you clarified it was her ass.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was
Sure.
walking behind.
Yeah, but he could have
That
smacked her
means
back.
that's where he was looking.
Would have got hair on it.
That's where
So-
his focus was.
Since I don't believe there's much left of the conversation with Jonathan that is too important to have on screen,
Yeah, probably.
I would say both you and John would have been arriving at around the same time back at the bunker.
The air would ripple near the entrance, and Archie would appear.
Oh boy, Ford. No. That's not what John says.
He's been working on his teleportation. He's trying to make it a little more subtle.
That's what John thinks.
Instead of a loud whoop.
It's more of a.
Have I gotten any more emails from random man?
It said hello, John.
What?
Do you respond? What do you say? This is as you're walking back to the bunker.
Respond with the audio. Put my name in jam.
Start with a meme.
Oof.
New phone, who did? What do you respond?
I think this is funny. I'm gonna respond with I'm pretty sure you have the wrong person. As you can see from my email, I am clearly Vladislav and I really do like cake. That's what I
And
respond.
420 and 69.
And you see it responds with another email, which is all it says is your email address. Yours, John.
Making this man nervous.
That is a pretty. I know your IP address, idiot. So do I.
I know. Of course, I know mine.
When the hacker's telling you your address when you already know it.
Idiot.
Um. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
You get an email from your actual email. In your actual email, it says, "Can we talk like adults?"
Say I'm a minor. Do it.
I'm 32.
No, no. You work no, you have a pickaxe. You work in the mines. You're a miner.
Minecraft just proves kids
Minecraft
yearn for the
YouTubers be like-
mines.
That's not me saying that on the internet.
No, Patrick. No, that's
What'd you
no.
I said Minecraft YouTubers be like.
You can't
Oh,
say that. You can't say that.
I can't. I did. It's on the internet. It's recorded.
That's
Do I,
permanent.
do I need to get a don't say that bell?
Yes. Anyway, use that a lot on Titus.
Yeah.
Wait, Taryn got a bell recently.
Anyway, what do you say?
I'm just going to
I really don't.
email back. Subject line. Shit. Header.
Shit.
Shit. Body. Shit. Period. Enter. Sincerely, comma, enter. John Smith said.
Yeah, is there no subscript to this email?
You are the subscript.
Oh, P.S. Shit.
And Kane.
M. Kane.
He's sending an email to the other part of his brain.
And I'm assuming this all takes place before I get there. Distinctly, when I get there, I am going to, because John doesn't, he's muted.
I know. He's not here right now.
Well, I'm getting here.
I know.
I just got back.
I know, but you were telling me what you were doing as you're getting there.
Yeah, I'm doing something that involves him.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Don't say it again. I don't know what it is.
Oh no, I was just saying ripple.
He
What- what-
appears.
I'm gonna be like, check this out, and I'm gonna flip the flick the business card over to him. I was like,
Mason
that's
Kane,
not
Kane
mine.
Labs.
Where'd you find this?
I didn't find it.
Expound.
Vladislav found it in Kane Labs, because I went there to check things out, and he was there, and he was looking at things.
And he was thorough.
Is this your number?
Phone number? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check my phone. Is it my phone number? Yeah, call
I'm
it real
calling
quick.
him. It's
It's
the
his
number.
phone number.
Oh shit. It's not my email.
Mm-hmm.
I know that much. I emailed it. The email. I made a burner email for it and emailed it, and the email knew it was me somehow. Also, bad news. I looked in, the computer where I found the files that dictated a bunch of
Yes.
Kane Lab stuff. Yeah, I checked the computer. There was a backup. I'm assuming it had those files on it too. Vladislav took the backup. I'm assuming it was him. The backup's gone now.
That could be problematic. It could also mean that he has more information. The backup might have more data on it than the.
Everyone always has more information.
Welcome to being a player character.
Well,
I don't want to be a player, Patrick.
That-
I want to know
that
things.
that is in fact potentially problematic. I don't think they'll take action against you. However, I don't know for certain what they'll do. I'm not familiar with Infinity Core.
I mean, we could ask Zax, but he doesn't like helping people ever.
He's very helpful, I would say, as long as you're asking about the
Alfonso.
right things.
Yeah. Things. I asked him
And
about.
when you have the right permissions.
I asked him one simple thing, and he made me jump through so many damn hoops.
What happened?
I wanted to know, because he seemed like he always knows more than he lets on. I asked him if he knew where the power came from. He does. He told me.
What is it?
I'm getting there.
Apologies. We might want to talk about this inside.
Probably. Okay, yeah. I'm assuming we go in the base.
Yeah.
Segue. What floor do we go to? I would assume the lab. It's
Lab.
where you've got the most permissions.
Yep, lab.
Considering the fact that you've got permissions over the floor. Hell, you
Welcome
might.
back, friends.
Welcome back. How goes it?
It was very quiet.
Before we got here?
Yes.
Have you seen a cat around here?
What cat?
I suspected as much.
Dude, why are you so, like, obsessed with a cat?
He doesn't like cats.
Zax just knows that.
He said
Slowly-
cat and his heart rate rised.
Yeah.
And Zach's like, oh, you don't like cats, do you?
You scared of kitties?
No, I
He's
feel like
like-
heard how he talks about cats.
But he's talking asleep. Sorry.
Yeah. So I wanted to know where it came from, and since I already went through the experiment, Zach, you'll probably be better off explaining it.
He's connected to the end.
The end itself is a force, an entity.
No. I don't know how the fuck. Yes, I can do that.
Oh.
He's connected to the end. Sorry. F asterisk asterisk K.
You
That
forgot the
bad?
exclamation mark. Did the robot just give me sass?
There's a screen with his face on it. And it went.
And you wonder why he isn't forthcoming with information towards you.
I don't like him very much.
It was a joke,
Why is that?
Jax. Zax.
He calls me Jax.
That was the first time.
Three people now, let's go.
That seems quite offensive. I can't imagine why anyone would ever do that.
I don't get it either.
It's not like Carson's every single time.
No, I fixed it. Ever since we called it out. Like the third time.
We called it out at church Sunday.
It's better now.
He's improved.
He's got
No, I just don't like him.
What in the world have I ever done to you?
I don't need you to do something to me for me not to like you.
That's
Yeah.
called discrimination.
That's
Yes.
why you hate me.
I simply do not like you. Sorry.
Interesting.
Clarification, I'm not sorry.
Astonishing.
Reese's.
I told Mayor Myers a little more of the incident. I did accidentally include your name. I apologize.
No, you're good.
I figured, but I should have asked you before I mentioned your name. I didn't mention any of the others because I caught myself after that.
It's not like he doesn't already know everything that's going on in this goddamn
Well,
town.
I explained a little more on what happened, particularly with the Shadow Orb.
Hmm.
And he answered a few of my questions about his powers.
That's
well,
good.
he wouldn't tell me the specifics of his actual power. So I did learn he has two spirits, two connections. One being to the void, which is dead, and the other being to magic, which shouldn't work in this universe. But with the right technology and preparation, it can be used to a limited extent.
So you're saying Constance was right. Magic does exist.
I'm going to pretend we didn't say that.
It's you saying Constance was right. It's the thing he was offended by.
Weren't you in that situation
Yes.
adamantly against Constance saying magic exists?
I don't believe I was adamantly against it. I was saying that it is a different thing than powers, which I was correct. Wouldn't you agree, Zax? that magic is a separate thing from powers.
Yes.
Zax, I swear to God, I will rewrite you out of existence.
You can't. I'm sorry.
Based on Archie pulled out his notebook. Last I checked, that's not within your capabilities.
That's
So.
annoying.
Is there anything else
About half of
anyone would like to do?
Oh, I would like someone to manage to take that file from him, because I.
During this session?
Wait,
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
could you? Did you mention? Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, could you use your power if you're so concerned about him having that file? Could you use your power?
Oh, I don't care if Zax has the file. He won't let me see it. That's the issue.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood what you meant. I thought you were talking about the backup hard drive thing.
Oh, right.
That is also what I thought you meant.
Yeah.
No.
The
I don't think so. I
information
wasn't there when he.
results of his scan.
I wasn't there when he took it.
Yeah.
And
But you were there when he had it, and now that you know he had it, you could affect that.
the issue is, I don't know if he's the one who had it. I know it was recently taken, but I don't entirely know how recent. I could assume that he took it, but pretty much anyone can go into Kane Labs nowadays.
Could you rewrite it? Could you rewrite it so that he revealed to you whether he was fully truthful about everything he found with you? That way you could at least know for certain if he does have it. That that does seem to be a
Yes.
risk.
He's
So
paying attention.
the way Archie is not Archie, but the way you're wording it.
No, I assumed this was in character.
Oh, it is. It is.
Okay.
Oh, well. Me saying this is out of character.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
based on the way you're wording it, you can I this is a question about the way the rules of the game works.
Yes.
Can you roll discern intentions on something you've heard previously? Not
Previously,
something.
No, you have to roll it at the time.
Okay. Got it.
Can't roll for hindsight. Can't roll for hindsight being 2020.
No.
What if hindsight's 2024? I meant to say 2024. I made a fool of myself on the internet.
I've made an internet of myself on the fool.
Everyone point and laugh. Anyway.
That was a cry.
I mean, shit.
Yes.
I could try, but
Is that a risk that you would like to take?
I genuinely don't think he's gonna do anything with the information. It's not like Infinity doesn't seem like the type of organization to just willy-nilly kill people that can do things they don't like.
Zax, what does Infinity typically tend to do? With people they don't
Willy-nilly
like?
kill people they don't like.
Do what they with people they don't like.
Or deem a threat, potential threat.
Imprison them for all eternity.
So what are they likely to do with me, given the information that they have possibly currently?
I'm not sure what they have possibly currently.
The information that we gave to Williams. Potentially.
I have no idea. I'm not Williams.
William, he would put on his helmet. Williams, can you look up? Wait, does it work? Can I connect to Williams in here?
No.
No.
Can Williams transfer the file?
I will go see if I can get Williams. to
I could
connect to the
just
file.
tell him I already remember. It's not like it's gonna be any different
Oh,
information.
is it about what you can do? Do you think it says that?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does.
If it's just you
Oh,
being a
wait.
clone, they're not going to do anything.
Oh
about
wait,
that.
yeah, no, that's not quite
No.
critical.
Your
Clone.
power, on the other hand, you don't want them to know that.
Yeah.
They might do more than imprison you.
What would they do?
Figure out how it works.
Will they kill
And if they
me?
couldn't?
You might die during the process.
Me.
That was not.
That was way too hopeful for a
No,
computer to be.
This is not. This is not. Yeah. This is not worth my time. You're not worth my time, John.
So, may I ask you what the
I
results?
want to
of the
shoot your
scan were?
computer.
Don't shoot my computer.
You're like,
What?
you're like,
May I ask you what the results of his scan were?
May, yes.
He can still say no.
Yeah, I
He
know.
likes doing that.
I know. He really
I
does.
fucking hate him.
really don't ask.
See, if let me demonstrate. So, can you tell me about the ones who define truth?
Yes.
Can you?
I won't. No, I can't.
Yeah, that's
Can you tell me about the ones that define truth?
Yes, I can.
Will you?
No.
I expected this
what's
much.
different. Is it because he's connected to the end?
You can see the story.
I see.
So do I.
So he's allowed to know.
Allowed and able to are two different things.
I see.
He's able to. He should not be allowed.
And why is that?
No one should be allowed.
Even you?
As much as I would love to.
I see. Interesting.
But if you can tell me, that implies you know.
I can
See,
tell you because you know.
but how do you know what I know?
I don't know. Maybe I'm messing with you.
You usually do, because you're a son of a.
It's rather
I'm not the son of
entertaining.
anyone. I'm not a son. I'm a computer, idiot.
You could be viewed as the son of Daniel.
I'm the creation of Daniel. I'm not a son.
Is a son not a creation?
No. Sons are typically treated like sons.
I'm confused. Are we
see.
referring to stars or people?
You're not
now?
here.
No, this is me. I'm confused. What's happening?
People.
No, we're referring to Krypton's son.
Is there anything else you would like to do? You're not going to get the information from.
I figured.
Yeah, no.
I simply figured I would attempt it.
Not until the 22nd,
You mean 20th.
20th.
That was Patrick.
Yeah, I could.
I move up here the 15th.
Oh.
For to let you know.
So, with that being the case, I think that will be a good end for the epilogue of Energy Point, The Next Generation, Season 1. Thank you for joining.
You ready to get a battle axe as a weapon?
To that we
Alrighty.